Good evening, you guys. How are you guys doing this evening? I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to start getting the notifications and to start coming into the chat. How is everybody doing this evening? I see 6 people are in here. I thought about just, chilling out on the couch and finish looking at movies, but I did say that I was gonna come on later. And I was gonna do a live, and then one of my subscribers asked me on Instagram, "Are you gonna come on?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll come on." So I did quite a few videos today. So we'll do like an hour and a half live. I always say that right, and then we be all night. Y'all know what Beyonce say, "We be all night." We're not gonna be all night tonight though. I did get the opportunity to chill and rest today, y'all. I said like 2 days a week. You're supposed to get two anyways. I might give myself 3 days a week. I might just chill. I don't think I could stay away from the office for 3 days. At least 2 days. Okay. Because I be up there on weekends. So at least 2 days during the week. I have to give myself time to recuperate. Because I'm tired. But I've gotten back um on my multivitamins and all of my other vitamins. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened. I told y'all I was craving some chocolate, right? So when I was at the store yesterday, I was really just craving something sweet because I had stopped. I have not bought any like sweet stuff in my house or nothing. And I got me those cheddar jalapeno potato chips. They are so good. And I got me some ice cream cones and some popsicles. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I will never do that again because it's something about sugar that makes you extremely lazy. Like, you know, I did get some things done today, but I kept stopping and laying down. I started thinking, I was like, that's that sugar. That's that sugar. So I had stopped buying. Normally, when I do buy some ice cream, if I do that, it'd be sugar free. And I didn't do that this time, and I messed up. It's sugar. Sugar gives you a dive. I promise you, in your energy. So I figured that out. I was like, dog, because I have not felt like this lazy in a real long time, you know. So I'm not buying any more anything with sugar in it, like even the creamer. And I love coffee. I love flavored coffee. But even the creamer that I buy the sugar-free oat creamer. And it tastes so oat milk creamer. And it tastes so freaking good. Like I have not been buying anything with sugar in it. Um Omaha, Nebraska. But anyways, you guys. Yes, I did. I miss you guys. I did. I miss you guys. We was on for 4 hours last night. We're not gonna do that tonight. We're not gonna do that tonight. Um, yeah. I wanted to talk about. I was just too tickled, y'all, when I saw that the Mexican cartels supposedly wrote a note. I did a video on that earlier. I was so tickled. I didn't know what to do when I saw that. I thought that it was not real. But I was just too tickled. The Mexican government said, "Oh hell no." The United States then got involved, and now they're telling their people not to come over here to have surgery, to do nothing. Okay? Even the drug dealer saying that, you know what, I'll pass. Ain't no need of me going to pick up no loads. Y'all can have it. No, I haven't heard that Jay Prince Sr. was arrested by the feds. Let me see something. I haven't heard that. Was that on like a vlog or something? Or was it on They're saying that he's been arrested by the feds. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. I had no idea. I'm looking now. I see some vloggers I had not seen that. I see some vloggers have talked about it, but I didn't know that. Was there any news source? Hold on. Yeah, I don't see. You know. Okay. Well, I do see where some people have been talking about it, but that's it. Okay, you guys, let's talk about the Mexican cartels apologizes. Y'all know we talked about that a little bit. I talked about that a little bit earlier. And okay, no news source. Okay. I talked about that a little bit earlier, and I was tickled, right? That the Mexican cartels call themselves apologizes. And you look at the guys, they had some guys laid out, but before they laid them out, they were sitting in front of the truck. They looked like they laughing and going on. Um, I was reading, as I was saying the other day, that they're saying that the Mexican government, it's really hard to change things over there in that country, because the Mexican government easily sells out for money. And, even if you had somebody that really wanted to make a change, they would kill them. The cartels and stuff will kill them. They wouldn't stand a chance. So what happens is when somebody is elected, they just fall right in line. Okay. And they just take the money, right? So they never intend to change anything, which is why when they say, well, why aren't the people fighting back? The people are too afraid to fight back. They just kind of submit and live their day-to-day lives because it's so much that's already going on, right? And so there's been a lot of smoke and mirrors about, what happened. There were conflicting stories that was going over there for a one was going for a BBL, the young lady, and then, a news outlet has said that they was going over there um for some drugs or something, for some medications. It does seem a little weird. It seems extremely weird simply because, why did all of them have to go? Why did all those guys have to go for a lady to get a BBL? I could see her man going with her to show her support, but why did the other two guys have to go? Right. And then one of the guys had wanted to back out. It's just it do seem weird. They say he wanted to back out. He really wanted to back out of it. Why didn't he? It was not his woman that was going to get, he had a wife. So it wasn't his woman that was going to get the BBL done. So why didn't he just say, I ain't going? You go support your woman, and that's it. So it do seem like something strange was going on. They're saying now that it was mistaken identity, and it could have very well been mistaken identity, but hell, why out of all, it was quite a few people out there. Why out of all the people they choose them, to do something to? It seems weird. I'm more prone to believe that it was probably some illegal stuff that was getting ready to go on. You know what I mean? Because they get caught. They're supposed to be on their way to a hospital or something for a surgery, and they get caught right in the midst of a gang war, right? And then they kill two people immediately, and then take the other two and hold them hostage instead of killing everybody. Was there some ransom money? It's just it's absolutely weird. You know what I mean? it's weird. And so now they're talking about they apologize and and all of this crazy stuff, and which I don't buy. They put some Hispanics in front of a truck that look like they grinning. And then they write up this letter as if they're very ethical. And we understand, like, all of the stories that we've heard about the Mexican cartels. I think that cartel is the one of the most ruthless. I think they fall in number 2, because I think the Russian cartels are the most ruthless, right? I think it's the Russian cartels, the Russian mob, and then the Mexican mob, right? So they right up there up under the Russian mob, because the Russian mob, you got people scared to even do stories on them hardly hell, because they so ruthless, right? So it says no news source with J. Prince Sr. Okay. Well, I mean, if J. Prince Sr. was picked up, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'll talk about that in a few minutes with J. Prince Sr., because that is very interesting, right? And so, hey, with this situation, I was reading that they're saying that the reason that they feel like they wrote that letter is because the Mexican government is afraid that the United States, they get a lot of money from people that go over there. Hey, rest in peace, young dog, to get surgeries, even though, you read about it's not even good to go over there to get surgeries. Okay, because a lot of those doctors over there are not even board certified. So, but people still go over there because it's a lot cheaper to go over there, and they take their chances. Okay, so but the mere fact that the American government issued a level 4 said don't go over there. They was trying to tell the spring breakers don't go. That messes with their economy. The country is already poor. It messes with their economy even more. I think that was a very smart thing that the American government did. Okay. So it kind of forced them to submit, It kind of, yeah, they apologized, Virgo child. It kind of forced them to submit, Hold on one second. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I'm pulling up something. I was looking for that link. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Hold on. I don't know if that's real. For some reason, it's just something. It don't seem real to me. I mean, it don't. But let's see what's going on.
Pavement, each with hands tied and all but one shirtless, with a handwritten letter claiming to be from Mexico's Gulf Cartel stuck to the windshield. A bizarre scene that tonight a senior law enforcement official tells NBC News appears to be an apology from the cartel following the kidnapping that left 2 Americans dead. The shocking admission almost unprecedented.
Have you seen a PR situation like this?
No, I have not. They made a huge mistake. They killed 2 Americans, and they know that the Mexican government going after them. They know that we're going to go after them as well.
The letter, obtained by the Associated Press from a Mexican official, includes apologies to the people of Matamoros, the Mexican woman who was killed, and the families of the Americans. It reads in part, the Gulf Cartel Scorpion Group strongly condemns the events of Friday, March 3rd, For this reason, we have decided to hand over those involved, adding the men acted under their own determination and undisciplined and against the rules in which the cartel has always operated. Mexican authorities have not confirmed if the men are in custody or if they're truly responsible. Meanwhile, in Texas, as officials work to get 2 slain Americans back home, survivor Eric James Williams is recovering. His wife sharing doctors placed metal rods in his leg, wounded in the hail of gunfire. Tonight, the cartel ending their letter, asking society to remain calm, closing with the guilty parties will pay, regardless of who they are.
Morgan, what more can you tell us about the condition and the status of the American victims?
Lester, we know this process to repatriate or recover those 2 Americans have been ongoing for several days now. And just in the last few minutes, our crew witnessed this solemn procession, multiple vehicles crossing this international bridge from Mexico back onto U.S. soil, carrying those 2 Americans. We're told they're headed to a local funeral home and future arrangements are expected.
Wow, that's sad. That's definitely sad, but for some reason, I don't believe it. I think the Mexican cartels just don't want the heat that's going to be brought on them. I don't think they give a damn about the Mexican government because, hell, they've been over there doing whatever they wanted to do, and the Mexican government claims they have not been able to get them up under control. But we all know that they say the Mexican government sells out. But I think the Mexican government is running scared because now, they're scared because with all eyes on them and the American government involved, it would force the Mexican government to have to do something to them. Okay. But I think it's more so about the economy because Americans spend a lot of money over there. But I'm gonna tell y'all also, what I was reading, because I like to read comments, and a lot of Hispanics was writing up under in comments, they didn't think it was, what's the big deal? You have Mexicans over there dying every single day because of in heinous ways, because of the crime. Why, why are they making a big deal about those Black Americans when Mexican people are heinously dying every single day over there? So I don't know if a lot of them, I don't know if some of them over there are immune or, I would think that they would be happy because, it's forcing the Mexican government to, try to do something, that there's going to be some type of justice that kind of might put a lid if they're saying that, people are dying every day and this stuff this happens on a regular basis. That I hate that this had to happen. I really do. But, hey, some of them feel a certain way that they're going out of their way for these Black Americans. Okay. And they're dying over there every single day. But I think that's something they might need to take up with their government, because I don't think that their government would do a damn thing if the American government probably wasn't forcing their hands. They do not want no U.S. smoke. That's true. They don't want, because they've been running it. Now, they was out there having a damn shootout. They say that they were out there having a shootout. Okay, so they were out there having a shootout. It just in broad daylight, and they said that the 2 cartels had been at war. So this was something that was normal. But I do find it strange, what made them decide to take those people out of, hold them hostage and kill 2 of them. They killed 2 of the guys immediately. I know some people were saying, and I'm just saying in the comments, maybe they thought that they were Jamaicans or something like that, and they didn't know that they were Americans. What would they have against the Jamaicans? So like I said, it's interesting. I don't know if we'll ever really get the truth, especially with the American media putting out, they're sticking to whatever it is that they're putting out. And nothing has changed, and they kind of sticking to it for whatever reasons. I kind of think it's more to it, but we don't know. Spring break is major. Okay, spring break is major in Mexico. Okay, so they make a lot of money because Mexico certain parts of Mexico is like third world countries, right? Hey, they get a lot of their resources come from Americans. And with the American government, raising the level to 4 and saying do not travel, that definitely hurts their economy. So that's the reason why that letter, for all I know, hell, the damn Mexican president probably, wrote the letter up and went and picked up some folks up off of the street and told them to pose. Because did y'all see that? I want to show y'all. Did y'all see how those men were just do these look like some men that care? Hold on. They turning themselves in. They supposedly in trouble. It don't look like to me that they give a damn. You got one right here laughing. He laughing. This one right here smiling. I mean, it looks like it's something wrong. Don't it look like they smiling and grinning? Teresa says our government has been telling Americans to stay out of Mexico for a long time. Sure have, Teresa. Now you tell them the truth about that. You tell them the truth about that. People, do your research before you go out of the states. I agree with you. Absolutely. We went to Jamaica, not last year, but the year before last. We went to Montego Bay, and we had a tour guide, and one of the young ladies that was with us, she wanted some weed. She was like, they say Jamaica got the best weed. We didn't think anything of it, but she had gotten very friendly with the tour guide, and he started turning. They already drive crazy in Jamaica, and he went to turning and going up hills and stuff. I said, what's going on? Oh, she said she won't. They call it jungle or something. They call it something else. Okay. I said, oh no. I don't care how you get your weed, but take us to the resort, because I'm not going in any of these small neighborhoods. Folks come up missing in like those third world countries and stuff. Jamaica's a poor country too. It looks like it is staged. It looks like it is staged. Those men don't look like they bothered about nothing. They smiling. I wish I could make the picture bigger. Hold on, let me see. Those men don't look like they worried about nothing. And see, this is the reason why I say it's something that is definitely off. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Okay. And so this is the area that they took them to. The Mexican cartels. I just couldn't see them. They don't leave. They wouldn't leave witnesses. That's why I say it's something strange about this. Why would they leave witnesses? I mean, but I guess they had it on video anyways. And this is the house right here that they were found in, that they was holding them hostage in. The two that they left alive, they was holding them hostage in this little house right here in Mexico. Those are the bodies of the Americans that they killed. Okay, that's the young lady right there that was going over there. They claim she was going over there for a surgery. I think that's her. That's okay. That's the young man that survived. This is the young lady that unfortunately lost her life. She was killed. She was a mother. She was killed in the midst of that shooting and stuff that was going on. Rest in peace to her. Says Latavia was found uninjured after she, her cousin, and 2 friends were kidnapped. The mother of 5 was seen without shoes after surviving the tragic incident along with friend Eric Williams, who was shot in the left leg. Okay, so it was her cousin.
Mom?
Yeah.
I think we're out of toilet paper.
Oh, no. Mom, we need more chips, Mom.
Hold on, guys. Yeah, that's what I heard. Even the cops are crooked in Mexico.
Needs a little bit of everything.
I'll handle it.
Shop BJ's Wholesale Club on Instacart. Same day delivery in as fast as 1 hour. So
Why
whatever
have
the
to
needs
run
may
into
be,
a
you
darn
got it
commercial?
covered. Visit instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first order.
I want to bring in now Barbara McLeod Burgess. She is Latavia Washington McGee's mother. Also with us is Amani Washington, Latavia's 13-year-old daughter. And along with Latavia's sons, Cadence McGee and Junior, they are joining us for their first live interview.
Hold on, yeah.
And I'm happy that you guys are here to bring light to this. I'm sorry about what happened. Barbara, good morning to you and everyone. Have you spoken to Latavia? And if so, how is she doing?
Good morning. She was doing okay.
Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. I clicked something that I shouldn't have. Hold on, y'all. Let me get back to that. Okay, here it is right here. I don't know why it's taking so long.
I'm back and we're just moments away from tip-off. It's not too late.
I'm making my picks on Prize Picks.
Prize Picks now has over 2 million members across more than 26 states. So what are you waiting for? Pick more or less on player stats and win up to 25 times your money.
Locked in.
Download the Prize Picks app today and get your first deposit matched up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy made easy.
I want to bring in now Barbara McLeod Burgess. She is Latavia Washington McGee's mother. Also with us is Amani Washington, Latavia's 13-year-old daughter, and along with Latavia's sons, Cadence McGee and Junior. They are joining us for their first live interview. And I'm happy that you guys are here to bring light to this. I'm sorry about what happened. Barbara, good morning to you and everyone. Have you spoken to Latavia? And if so, how is she doing?
Good morning. She was doing okay. I talked to her last night.
What'd you guys talk about?
And I asked how she was doing. She was telling me that how they was hostile and how they had it in that little place and it was stank with the her brother in there and all of them was hostile in a little thing together. And they were moving them from place to place.
Did she understand? Did they understand what was happening to them at the time?
No, because she said when they was, had drove, they was going through and a van, they was driving through and a van came up and hit them. And that's when they started shooting at the car, shooting inside the van or whatever. And I guess she said the other ones tried to run and they got shot at the same time.
Yeah.
Shahid and Zell and Eve, they all got shot at the same time. And she watched them die.
And you helped to raise Shahid, right, who died. Can you tell us about him?
Yes. I had his mother had passed away when he was like 15, and I had him ever since then. And Latavia, he was in the house, and so she checked him as his brother, her brother, which is her cousin, but it's her brother, and her cousin is my nephew and my son. And she was a good person. Mm-hmm. And I miss him. I love him, and nothing I wouldn't do for him.
Were you watching? Did you see the video on the news?
Yes.
And what was going through your head when you saw it?
Well, a lot of bad stuff. Bad stuff.
Okay.
Amani?
When they threw my daughter on that church, that's what.
Go on, Barbara. Sorry,
Yes.
You were saying what?
No, sir. Especially when I saw them throw my daughter up on that truck and shade on it, they just grab them and throw them up on like trash. They throw them on the trucks, and I didn't like it, and I wanted to go to her.
Y'all, that's extremely sad to me. That's sad. I hated looking at that. You could tell that I could tell that she's hurt. And I know some people might say, well, I can't understand her. I think they're from down in, we're country people. All of us are from the South, and she's, hey, that bothers me a lot, and she said that one of them was her nephew that she raised like her son. So that's just unfortunate. And I thought when they were laying there, they were dead. They were already dead. But she said they tried to run, and that's why they shot those two, because they were trying to run. So and I'm sure they was trying to run because they were scared. They probably didn't know what was going on, Either way it go, it shouldn't have happened. I don't know exactly why they was down there, but hey, it looks like it may have been her family, but still the friend. The thing that gets me is the friend said that he didn't want to go. He had a wife and family. So if he didn't want to go, she didn't need the friend to go. Why did he go if he didn't want to go? The one that survived. So it do seem weird. Why did the friend feel like he needs to go with her cousins and them down there for her to get a BBL? It seems strange. What hotel was they gonna stay at? Because I'm sure she couldn't have just got the BBL and they done get, oh Lord, they in my chat. He said, you like Mexicans. Yeah, I like Mexicans. I ain't got no problem with them. I don't have no problem with anybody. Okay. We don't use Cruz. We don't use colored people anymore. Okay, we're African Americans. Okay, so you need to change your language. You outdated. Okay, you outdated. You years behind. We don't use the word colored. We ain't colored folks. Okay, so that's offensive coming into my chat. Okay. You got an antiquated way of thinking. You stuck in the 40s. Okay, I don't mind you being in this chat, but you're gonna have to you're gonna have to be up to date with your language in here. Okay, because we ain't colored people. And what you mean that was just a way for the government to invade to invade Mexico? Hell, I mean, we saw that the people were kidnapped. Were they not? Was that not real? Okay. But anyways, you guys, definitely, rest in peace to because hey, I had been reading that a lot of Hispanics, I don't have any issues with Hispanics, but I was reading Hispanics don't like black people. That's what I was reading. And I was kind of confused because we already know that Hispanics really are black people. They're black people that don't want to be black. That's why you see a lot of Hispanic women with hips and butts and stuff. They just mix with a little something else. Mexicans were Africans that was mixed with a little something else that was dropped off on another island. We already know that. Okay. So it confuses me when they say Hispanics who, if they have, Hispanics who are so close to African Americans because they really are, because of their ancestors, don't like African Americans. Okay. That's right. We're not colored. We're human beings. Coming here talking about colored people. Hell. Anyways, like I said, it definitely seems strange, right? It definitely seems strange that he said y'all don't even like yourselves. Well, I can't argue with you on that one. It's a lot of black people, we don't have, sometimes, what I do like about the Hispanics, they got that spirit of the true African, their ancestors, the Hispanics, because Hispanics, like I said, were Africans that was mixed with a little something else that was dropped off on another island. They didn't want to be African. So they didn't. Okay. So, but the slaves in Africa, that's why when you see the Africans, they come over to America, they build businesses, they do their braiding shops, they support each other, they buy the African attire, they support each other. That's the true spirit of the African. So the Hispanics do have that spirit of their ancestors, the African, right? Because that's where they come from, right? And so that's the reason why a lot of them can build together. You're right. A lot of African Americans, when the slave masters stripped a lot of our ancestors away from Africa, they went into survival mode. And so that Willie Lynch syndrome went into effect. That's truly got our people in bondage to this very day, the African Americans, which is why when the Africans come over from Africa to America to make money, they make it and go back home to their homeland. They kind of gear away from us because they have taught us how to be divisive and that division and to hate each other, and not to love your chocolate skin. That's the reason why y'all always hear me. You'll never hear me get on here and talk about wish I was light skinned. No, I love all this chocolate. You gonna love it or you don't. Okay. So they taught our people, the closer you are to white, the better you are. So you're right, but it has been engineered. So that's the reason why I always say our people need a renewal of the mind. Okay, but don't get it twisted. Don't bring your ass in here being because it's probably a black person with a page anyways that's trolling, because I understand some of these Negroes is obsessed. Okay. Stay on down there in Texas with that. Leave me alone now, because I'm getting ready to block you. Because see, when I got certain topics that I'm getting ready to talk about, they start coming in here trolling. Thank you, Carrera. I love anybody that love me. Okay. I wouldn't care what your race is. If you don't love me, I don't love you either. Okay. I'm not one of those ones that love those who don't love you. I'm not that person. I love those that love me, and I don't love those that don't love me. I wouldn't care if they was orange. Okay. And see, I know black people that get offended by being called African American. Really? So what you think they want to be called? Because I thought that was a word. Like, black people have had so many names. They had Negro. Then they changed it to colored, and then they changed it to African American. What is it now? Because I know some black people get offended when you call them black. Because the truth be told, we ain't black. We brown people. And a lot of Hispanics are brown people. Okay. But as I was saying, it is strange. I don't really know what went on with that, but it do seem strange. Okay. It do seem like something strange is going on, because I'm trying to figure out why the cartels would kill 2 people and leave 2 alive. We know that's not how they operate, right? And then let them go. And then now they got some people on that they claim that they're turning in. We don't know if it's true or not. Somebody that looks like they posed for a photo shoot. Some of them grinning, a couple of them grinning. It don't seem like nobody that's afraid of going to jail or anything like that. Okay. So, or getting ready to have some repercussions. It just don't seem real to me. I think it's definitely something going on. We just don't know what it is, because the media is not necessarily, if the American government don't want them to put out what really happened, they're not going to. They told me black people, they're not African. Women, they told me black because they're not African. Okay. Child, please. I am definitely an African American. I'm very proud to be. Okay. I'm very proud to be. A lot of times, and I'm gonna get into my next topic with Kenny Money and Migos, but a lot of times, because I think we have to just love us for who we are. I don't know. I think they try to keep our people kind of, I don't know, shook up in the head. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people, it's that colorism and things of that nature. If I was ever, I don't know if I was ever, because a lot of people say they've experienced trauma growing up, if they were dark complected or whatever. I'm chocolate. I'm dark complected. You all have seen my complexion. I am dark skinned, just like my dad, right? All of my sisters are dark complected. Okay. I never had any issues. Okay. Because I was out, growing up, they would always call me, they had nicknames for me, like, my cousins, my male cousins, they would call me Dark and Lovely, or my mother used to have this name for me that my dad didn't like. She would call me Spook. he didn't like that, but she was just calling me Spook. But that wasn't because I was black, dark skinned. It was just, that was her nickname for me. And sometimes they would say Blackie, Black Mama, or something like that, but it did not. That was because I was chocolate, and when I was be out in the sun, I'd be real chocolate and sweaty. But I never had any issues with that. But I'm gonna tell you who did have some issues. I have girls that are very, very fair complected. I have a daughter. My oldest daughter is very fair complected because she took after her dad's side of the family, right, which was Caucasian. But her dad is not all Caucasian, right? My daughter had a lot of issues growing up, okay, because she was very light skinned. And so she would always say, Mama, people ask me, why is your mother dark skinned and why are you so light skinned? She had issues with being light complected. So that's the reason why when people talk about that, I go, but what about the girls that were light skinned, that was shamed for being light skinned? My baby would always say, I'm gonna date real dark skinned guys, or I'm gonna marry a real dark skinned man so that my kids can be dark skinned. You see what I mean? That's how she thought, because she was so traumatized growing up because people made her feel guilty about being light skinned. So I always had to talk to my child about that. Her sister is light skinned. She's just not as light skinned as she is. So, I think, and I said that to say this, I think with a lot of Black people, there's always been a lot of negativity put into the atmosphere to keep our people divided and feeling a certain type of way about not loving each other, okay? About not loving each other, because people don't know how I had to consistently talk to my child because people wanted to make her, even like some jealous relatives, that I would have to get on. They would go, oh, well, your second daughter, she's got a very pretty complexion. I love that light brown. I don't know about that red. I would go, don't make my child feel a certain way. Don't do that. Don't you ever make my child feel a certain way. But a lot of times people are jealous of children, right? So like I said, I just think that there has been a lot of complexities put into the atmosphere to keep our people in bondage mentally, because a skin tone don't mean a damn thing. You got to be out your mind to hate somebody because of a skin tone. If I dislike somebody, it is 100% because of their character. I ain't never wanted to be white. I ain't never wanted to be red. I always wanted to pop this chocolate. Okay, like I always did, right? Always. That's right, this chocolate gold, this melanin, okay? But I've never so when people talk about, I had issues because I was dark skinned, I always talk about young ladies who had issues when they were light skinned, because it's a lot of light skinned girls that got flack just because they were light complected, because I raised one that I had to consistently cancel because they wanted to make my baby feel a certain way about being red. She couldn't help because she was red and beautiful. She was red and beautiful. She had my looks and her daddy's skin tone. She couldn't help herself. And voluptuous like her mother. Okay? She could not help it. And so I would never make my child or anybody's child feel a certain way about skin tone. And my other baby didn't feel a certain way about being a shade darker. Okay? So I've never really bought into skin tones. I never even, when people say, oh, you're a dark skinned girl, did you ever have any trouble? If I did, I didn't know it. If I did, I didn't know it. The only trouble that I may have had growing up was if I had a light skinned friend who was told, that she might have, would been better because she was light skinned, and we walked into somewhere and I got chose up on because I was dark skinned. People really buy into the hype. They look at you like, I can't believe you choosing up on the dark skinned girl. But that's why I say they put a lot of complexities into the atmosphere with our people to keep us divided, when the truth of the matter is people like different things. I don't care what your skin tone is. People like different stuff, okay? People just like different stuff. Some men like light-skinned women. Usually dark-skinned men do because they've had complexities growing up dark complected. Most light-skinned guys you will see with a dark-skinned woman because they're not messed up about skin complexion because they're light-skinned themselves. Right. We all bleed red. That's it. That's all. We all bleed red. Okay. But anyways, you guys, let's move on to the next topic. Okay. Kenny Money and Migos beef, right? Because I think dark-skinned men are very handsome. Chocolate men are very good looking. I see a lot of light complected men that are gorgeous. Okay. I love, browns, that mixture of the mixture of dark and brown, that medium color is very sexy to me. So I just love a man in the color as long as he got some character. Because if he crazy as hell, I don't want him. I don't care what color he is. He could be the color. He could be the color of money, and we love money. If he ignorant, I don't want nothing to do with him. Okay. But y'all, there's a beef. It seems like a beef is brewing between Kenny Money and Migos, Little Migos, right? Okay, we know some things happen, and I'm talking about this because somebody came on my post tonight, and somebody came in my chat. I done told them if they don't want me to talk about something, they need to leave me alone. Because if they come into my chat, they come into my comments trolling, they eggs me on. Okay, so somebody made a fake page and came into my chat and said, you need to talk about find something else to talk about. I said, oh, okay. Well, do you have any suggestions? Because I thought you liked this topic. You got your ass over here. So I decided what I would do is, since he feels like I should talk about something else, I know whoever it is looking because they be obsessed. I want to talk about this topic because I really truly believe that he likes whoever it was, he or she likes me talking about this topic, right? And since they want me to talk about something else, if talking about this topic will keep them off of my page, we're going to talk about this topic, right? So Kenny Money and Lil Migos is beefing, okay? And so I did pull up like the posts and things of that nature of them going back and forth with Migos had asked Kenny Money how many times had he been shot, and Kenny Money responded and said, rest in peace, Young Dolph says, and I believe Lil Migos trying to come at Kenny because he know they're gonna be in Charlotte tomorrow. Well, okay, that could be true, because we understand now how they people tend to operate, right? They tend to operate this way when they want to do something. Because see, when Young Dolph's truck shot up 100 times in Charlotte, okay, so when they want to do something, they tend to try to kick up some type of beef. But see, Kenny Money, like Kenny Money said, you 2 months behind. He wasn't saying nothing. So why all of a sudden he want to start messing with Kenny Money, right? And so it do seem like there's something, they're trying to get something going. But I mean, I don't know if they feel like they can do something in Charlotte and get away with it, but it's not going to work out like that, because if they do something in Charlotte, the feds are going to step in, especially when they're already watching. Okay. So we see that a beef is brewing, okay, that they've kind of been going back and forth. When I wouldn't even say there's a beef, because Kenny Money shut it down. So he's not beefing with Lil Migos. He said, who's getting you to do this? You 2 months behind. He on tour with Key Glock. They out there being great. They've been shutting it down. I was looking for this earlier. This is what I wanted to show y'all. They have been shutting it down. Okay. And it's a darn shame when people doing good. That's when folks feel like, okay, it's time to rain on their parade, but God ain't gonna let it happen. Okay, because see, like I said, that God get back ain't nothing nice now. So Lil Migos and them need to chill. But let me show y'all this. Hold on. Here it is. You guys, make sure y'all hit that like button. Key Glock got a operation game. I used to love that operation. They've been shutting it down. Okay. He said, I try to hide the pain. Jay Fizzle said, can y'all see that? He said, Jay Fizzle said, I ain't gonna lie. I tried my hardest to hide pain, but shit hit different when I perform this song. I shed tears every time. I can't help it. You the reason. I love you.
Break it down. The way I walk. My home. My feet spinning now. You going in the zone. My heart keep pounding. I can't stop playing. I can't stop clicking. My mind keep racing. Trying to OD off these drugs to erase the whole situation. Guess what though? I know this shit ain't good for me. You wanted what's good for me. You were one of the fruit niggas that always seen the good in me. I fuck up plenty time, but you ain't never great to cut me out. I always had my back and never been no one. You say hello. The way I walk. The way I what? The way I. First, I'll never be a big homie like you. I stuck it. There ain't no rapper in my city did what you did for the project. Can't imagine legendary. That boy go 16 lost up in these. You the one guy that feels a hoe. Guess what though? Every time I think about my dog, I start to shed tears. Like every time I think about my dog, I start to pop a pill. Break it down, Phil. Break it down. The way I walk. My cousin, my homie, my feet spinning now. You going in the zone. My heart keep pounding. I can't stop playing. I can't stop clicking. My mind keep racing. Trying to OD off these drugs to erase the whole system.
Oh wow, I'm proud of them. Who is that DJ? Because that DJ is off of the chain. He is banging. What is the name of that DJ? Because I like they DJ. Let me see. Let's see. Because he's a real good hype man. Hey. Y'all know I can't play the music. Hey, rap nigga, we stand on top shit. Hey. I think they did show the name of the DJ. Let's see. Oh no, they didn't. First, I'll never be a big homie like you. I said that. And had a rapper and I said it. You was people for the project.
Early, man. You trying to go to motherfucking sleep, man. What we doing, man? Or the motherfucking action that you dig?
Oh Lord, they in the streets of Charlotte. But God got them though. No devil in hell could, no. We gonna ask God to make sure they shield and protect them, and ask God to give little Migos a renewal of the mind, and don't get himself put in jail for life, okay? Because little Migos is a young man. I know he don't want to go and do life, okay? Yeah, how many likes we got? Hold on. Y'all, I need to see how many likes we got. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. We only got 50 likes. Hit the like button for me. If you haven't hit the like, y'all run the likes up so that they can start, I think that's how they start recommending the video. It ain't a lot of people on tonight, but still definitely hit the like button for me. Run the likes up. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button. Yeah, run the likes up. Like Dolph said, run it up until you can't run it up no more. Hey, Miss Michelle Johnson. Keep running the likes up for me. Y'all know y'all gonna have to give me some ideas on how to do a giveaway. I think I want to give away gift cards. I want you all to be able to win some gift cards. So y'all got to give me ideas on what to do the giveaway, like how we could put that together. Like, should we do a drawing or something like that? And then I draw like, I don't know, like the middle of the month or something like that. We'll have to do that. I want to give away some gift cards. That's what I want to do. Yeah, some gift cards. I think that's something, people can and then I have friends and stuff that have businesses. I think that would be a good thing, but I like to give away stuff that people will use. I like to give away things that I know that people will use, right? So I know with gift cards, I can't go wrong, I guess. Or I guess with Cash App, I don't know. We'll talk about it more though. But make sure y'all run those likes up. Run the likes up. It says get a roll. Nusi, you says get a roll of tickets or put names in a kitty. Once or twice a month. Okay. Rest in peace, young dog said. Okay, that's what we'll do. I've been saying it for the longest and then I forget. So y'all just remind me. And then, okay, so I need to get a roll of tickets. I remember to do that. I can get that from out of Dollar Tree. And then I guess people enter or something. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Rest in peace, young dog says it's just crazy because you can tell someone in Lil Migos' ear and this black youngster because he didn't even know Kenny got shot when he first got his chain took. That's why he ain't say this 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. So with the Kenny money, like I said, Kenny money said to Little Migos, let's see if it's still up. Let's go back to it. We saw Jay Fizzle pop his stuff. Him and Key Glock them popping their stuff. Let's see.
Look, man, I'm not doing no promo, no features, nothing. I ain't pulling up at your spot. None of this shit if you don't pay me first. It's not happening. Don't ask, don't play with me, none of that. I don't know what these other folks doing. I ain't.
He said, do expect MFs to believe anything. I feel you, bruh. Save your image at any cost. Cap ass. He said, I done got shot twice and scraped once in my life, and I always got my get back like I was taught. Quit making posts and go get yours.
I got shit to do with these ponytails, scrunchy, bow red wearing that nigga want to bother me. Like, bro, you was 2 months late, bro. You clearly on some nonsense, bro. Don't you? What, bro? You a gangster. You a killer. You a murderer, whatever you want to be, man. You got it, bro. You won. Like, come on, man. I better not go back and forth. No nigga who ain't never spent, never shot, never did no gangster shit, man. Bro, no. I know what's up with me. I ain't got nothing to prove, bro. You won. You got it. everybody go follow him. He's a gangster. That's what you want, man. Bro, you're 2 months late, bro. Your shit got to 2 months ago, bro. Like, what, bro? I don't understand, man. Rap shit crazy. Interscope told you to do this shit, bro. I don't know, bro.
He said, back to the money, focus.
Murder beat. Turn.
I don't see I've been hustling. You can find me with a drug that anytime I break a record, I say anytime I get shot up for fucking. I put on shit like you fuck that, not the whole crazy, she know the whole love. All of my bitches, she know they'll hug.
Them boys cutting up. And you know what? Somebody putting a battery in their back. If it's black youngster, we rebuke him in the name of Jesus. Okay? Because see, they mad because the young guys are going up. They going up. They doing the darn thing. They popping their stuff. We rebuke them in the name of Jesus. God, you handle them. Y'all, we're going to come into agreement tonight because we see what they're trying to do. Okay? And see, what they want to do is they feel like they can get somebody like Straight Drop to go and crash out and hide behind him. And they feel like, okay, he go to jail. You know what I'm saying? And we still gonna be out. It ain't gonna work out like that though. Okay. So what they need to do is stop. Whoever putting the battery in Lil Migos' bag needs to stop. You know what I mean? It's a darn shame that people, when stuff happen, people basically know what it is that is going on, that they're trying to create a beef so that they can have if Kenny Money was not on tour with Key Glock and they was not doing so well and they didn't seem happy, happiness come from God. That's the joy of the Lord. I don't know why some of these people think that they can go against, the will of God. And that's when they end up getting themselves in trouble. And I'm being extremely serious now. That's when they end up getting themselves in trouble. I would think that these dudes know that they are in enough trouble, right? They're already in enough trouble with what is going on. Whoever was involved in this situation with Young Dolph is not getting away with it. And so some people want to solidify some type of position. I really hate that a lot of these dudes have low self-esteem. They want to solidify a position. They want to be called a hitter. But after 2 years of you been serving that life in prison, ain't nobody going to even remember you. These dudes ain't going to remember you. They're going to be around you long enough for them to say you a real one so you don't implicate them. And then after you go start your life sentence, you're going to fall off. They're not going to be studying you. They're going to continuously live their lives and go get another crash dummy to replace you. And some of these dudes should know, they ought to know better. Okay. But they think they're going to get a contract and ride off into the sunset and it ain't going to happen. Let these young dudes be great. And see, like I always say, why isn't Gotti getting this under control? Gotti is not controlling it. It would appear to me when a person don't control something, it is because they are either egging it on or they want it to happen. Okay. So when people say, well, how come you weren't saying nothing when Grove Hero hit Lil Migos? I mean, that was the opportunity for them to fight. Migos had the advantage. Migos got two hands. And I'm not trying to throw no diss at Grove Hero, but Migos got two hands. Okay? So it was not like Grove Hero put Migos' life in danger. Not one time was Migos' life put in danger. That is not comparison. I don't know why people feel like there's so many emotionally unstable people, but these old dudes know better. But they love seeing these young dudes crash out because they are miserable. They're miserable. So they like seeing them crash out. They came from an era, they know that we did not do that. So because a lot of them are pathetic and ain't got no righteous in them, they just like to see them crash out. Okay. Tap gives cash apps and he tells us to guess what number he picked. Oh, I might have to steal that from Double Tap then. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna go over there and tell him that I'm gonna take that from him. Well, not take it from him, but I'm gonna copy him, not take it. because I could never take anything. I'm going to copy that because that seems easy. That seems easier. Guess a number. And then I write the number down and show you what number I wrote down. That would be good. That's easier. That's easier. What's tomorrow? Friday? That's a great idea. It is. It's a great idea. Michelle Johnson says, see, black youngster wants Migos to go down with him. And then he too stupid to see it's coming his way. I think we could start that tonight. What's tomorrow? Friday? I could do lunch. How about that? Yeah, let's do it. Let's try that tonight. So what I'm gonna do is I want to buy lunch for 3 people tomorrow. How about that? So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do it 3 times. Yay! Okay, so I'm getting ready to write a number down. Let's take an intermission and start it off right now. Where my ink pen at? I be getting excited about stuff like that. I'm gonna write the number down. And then when I say you guys, okay, here go an ink pen. I'm getting ready to write the number down. And so I'm gonna make a tab and write the number. So y'all gonna hear me make the banner, okay? I hope it don't come up. Okay, it didn't come up. Okay, so that first number I've already made, right? So y'all will know because I got on my gown and stuff, child. I ain't trying to flash nobody because y'all ought to see my gowns be see-through, and I like lace gowns and stuff. So I can't show y'all. I can't turn my camera on. Okay. So y'all start putting numbers in the chat. Is that how y'all? Okay. So Michael says 8. Nika says 24. So what y'all, I guess I should give y'all, you have up to 30 seconds. Hold on, wait before you do it. You have up to 30 seconds and then you have to stop because I have to time y'all. Wait a minute, let me don't start yet, you guys. Don't start yet. It's a damn shame I can't find my phones and I got 4. Okay, here they go. Let me turn my timer on. Clock. Stopwatch. Okay, so y'all have 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay, I'll let y'all go a minute. Stop. So I'm going to reveal the number. I'm getting ready to click on the banner. And this is my favorite number. And I don't think nobody did put in 33. That's okay. We'll do 2 more times. Oh yes, Miss Barbara did. Miss Barbara is the winner. Miss Barbara did 33. Yeah, Miss Barbara is the winner. Miss Barbara, give me your cash app. Miss Barbara, give me your cash app. And so we're going to do it 2 more times. Congratulations to Miss Barbara. Is she still in here? Is Miss Barbara still in here? I'm trying to, I think that was Miss Barbara that said 33. Yeah, it was Miss Barbara. Okay, Miss Barbara. So Miss Barbara is the winner of the first one. I'm gonna buy 3 people lunches for tomorrow. So Miss Barbara is number 1. Okay. Okay, and so then we'll take the opportunity to do another one in a few minutes. Okay. Shout out to Miss Barbara. Let me see. I'm gonna write the other 2 numbers down. I promise to God, I always lose everything. He won't care. Tap, always share. Yeah, I like double tap. I ain't been over there in a minute, but I gotta go back over there. I used to be in the bushes a lot. I've been busy so much. But I like double tap. He's pretty. He has a fun show. He seems to be, a free spirit. I like double tap show. It's quite a few guys, I like, and I'm the type, some people feel like, that if they don't agree with everything a person says, that they can't go and support them. Okay, Miss Barbara. But I don't feel that way. I don't agree. I love Colt Figure. It's been some things he said I don't agree with, but I still respect him and I still, support him. Rest in peace, Young Doll says the 3rd person from Glow Show the other day died today. Oh my God. Hold on, Miss. Let me send Miss Barbara her lunch money for tomorrow. BAB. Let me go back up. Hold on, you guys. I'm sending Miss Barbara her lunch money. Okay, Miss Barbara, you should have it. Miss Teresa already put numbers in. Lord have mercy. Miss Teresa already put numbers in the chat. Do 1 to 10 more than you have in the chat. You're welcome. Okay, you guys. Should we just go ahead and do them and get them out the way instead of waiting? Okay, so if you just won, then if you won, then you don't get into the next challenge to give somebody else the opportunity to win. Okay, so whoever wins, okay, you don't get into the next one because we're gonna do 2 more. Okay, I'm getting ready to put okay, so last time I did a minute. Okay, so I guess I can do a minute this time. Hold on, you guys. Let me get back to the time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let me reveal the number. The number is 7. Now, I think I saw 2 people that put 7 into the chat. I saw new to you, but I think somebody else did it before new to you. Let me go all the way. Let's see. Let me go back up to. Hey, Demon. Who did 7 first? It was Miss Teresa. Yeah, it was Miss Teresa. Yeah, I think Miss Teresa. I'm doing a giveaway, Dima. I'm buying lunch for 3 people tomorrow. One just already won. Miss Teresa just won, and then we're doing one more. Miss Teresa, what's your cash out? Go look. Okay. Well, Real Deal said, let me see. Let me go all the way back up. No, I think Miss Teresa did. Yeah, Miss Teresa did. Yeah, Miss Teresa won. Congratulations, Miss Teresa. What's your cash app? Real Deal. Miss Teresa, give me your cash app. Okay, y'all, for this next one, do not start typing until I say go. When I say go, that's when you start putting the numbers in the chat. You can't start before I say go. Okay? Miss Teresa, give me your cash app. Miss Teresa said she didn't win. Well, who won then? I'm looking. I'm going back up. I'm looking. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all where it started at. Miss Barbara said, "Thank you, Miss T. Another my condolences to the family and community. Knew she stopped the numbers right on the spot." Miss Teresa said 11. 11, 13, 7, 4. Oh, so you started before I didn't say go yet. Not yet. Okay, so Teresa had typed 7 in first. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Put like a dollar sign emoji in. Yeah. Okay. Oh, y'all, we're gonna start back talking about Ken and Money in a minute, so don't go nowhere. So I just put get ready. That so anything after get ready is for this one. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Start typing. Stop. Okay. Let me reveal the number. Let me reveal the number. Number 99. Miss Teresa, send me your Cash App and for the other one. Because I saw your name first on the other one. Let's see. And the person who won, who typed 99, get ready. Let me see the first person to type 99. Let's see who the winner is. Okay, looks like I can't pronounce your name. Okay, so that's the winner. I can't pronounce your name. Sayon. It's I can't pronounce it. I can't even put the words together. Okay, give it to new to you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, she says she just liked the play. Okay. So she wants me to give it to, so that means that the person that was next would be who typed it right after her would be, who typed the number 7 right after Miss Teresa? I'll give it to new to you. Okay. Real Deal. Okay, Real Deal was the one that was up next. So Real Deal. So Real Deal won. Okay, so Real Deal would get the second one. And Siona was the winner for the third. I need y'all's cash apps. Send me y'all's cash app so I can send y'all's lunch. About lunch for 3 people today. Congratulations to the winners, okay? Y'all put y'all's cash apps in the chat. Yeah, that was fun. No, Miss T, she typed it afterwards. You said stop and gave the number. Congratulations, you guys. Okay, so Miss Teresa wants to give hers to New to You. So real deal. Real deal. New to You. I mean, Miss Teresa won, but she wants to give hers to New to You. Okay, New to You says she wants to give it to Real Deal. Okay. Hold on one second. Congratulations, everyone. Hold on. Did Sienna give me hers? Hold on, Real Deal. I'm sending it to you. Hold on, you guys. We get ready to finish talking about Kenny Money and Little Migos. Once I finish sending them lunch money. Did Sienna send me hers? New to You. What's your cash app? New to You. What's your cash app? Hold on. I think I got New to You's cash app. Wait a minute. New to You don't. I think I got your cash app because I don't know if she want to put her cash app in the chat. Hold on. New to you, I'm getting ready to send you some lunch money. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you guys. Okay, so that's everybody. So new to you, you should have yours. New to you got hers. Everybody should have theirs for lunch. New to you, did you get yours? So everybody should have theirs. All three of you guys. New to you, did you get yours? I know everybody else got, I know the other two got theirs. I don't know if new to you got, I need to make sure she got hers, that I use the right cash app. Okay, so she got it. Yay. Okay. So congratulations, y'all. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this often. We're gonna do giveaways where I buy lunch for, you know. That was a good idea. Shout out to Miss Teresa. Shout out to Double Tap for that idea. Okay, Miss Teresa. Thank you for being so sweet. Okay, you guys, we was talking about, congratulations to the winners, but we was talking about Kenny Money and Migos beef. And the reason why I had wanted to bring this situation up is because, you know, when it was brought to my attention, I could see that it seems like that a beef is brewing. You know, it's pretty obvious, okay, you guys, that something is in the atmosphere. Why would you you bring up something from 2 months ago and then you target Kenny when, you know, we've been seeing CEO Jizzle basically just going in on him and he had not said anything, right? But since Kenny is on tour with Key Glock, okay, and Kenny Money and them is you know, just running it up, it seems like to me they want to target them. Like I said, it appears to me, and this is how it appears, you know, because they say I be going in, I'm not fair and all of that, but I don't know if I'm trying to be fair, because, you know, a young man lost his life and I don't like the way that was handled. If they didn't have anything to do with it, anybody out there camp, they wanted folks to believe that they did, which means it still was messy on so many levels, right? But I'm ready to go to the casino now. Yeah, right. They hating and they jealous. So they see that these young men are doing good and they're trying to find any reason to try and bring them down. But God is not going to let it. That's the reason why I say we have to come into agreement. And it's good to put stuff like this out into the atmosphere. It's a darn shame that our community, there are people within our community feel like when they get jealous of somebody, when they get mad at somebody, they want to try and kill them, right? That's a darn shame. Like I said, that's really inhumane. I mean, it's really far out. It's worse than a serial killer. Right? If you think that you could just take somebody out because you're jealous of them or you mad at them, use equivalent to a serial killer. You're just as sadistic because normal people don't think like that. Right. Prius shining like new money, you know. And I hope Snoop Bands and them get the opportunity to go on tour with Glock, because Snoop Bands needs to perform his song Pop Out. I like that song, Pop Out. You know, Woo. I know that some situations have been going on with that, you know. It just seems like people have lost their darn minds, you know. Hey, it, and they sending people out. That's the reason why I hope they can't, you know, I hope that it is some type of shutdown and they said the fentanyl pills. I was reading that the fentanyl come from over there in Mexico. So maybe with the fentanyl, with them, you know, saying not to go over to Mexico, folks will be too scared to go over there and get drugs. And some of these folks can get their darn minds back. Because these folks is on everything and it's got them crazy. Okay. But we definitely, you know, sending out prayers to, I hope that they have professional security around them and they move smart. And we're sending prayers out to Key Glock and Kenny Money and Jay Fizzle while they're on tour, that nobody can intercept them while they are being great. Okay. You know what? It's a lot of smoke and mirrors around that, Sienna. Because you know they didn't confirm that they had been arrested. They just said that, you know, they had been hand tied and they took a picture sitting in front of a truck. Someone was cheesing. So I mean, I don't know how serious they taking that. I believe it's something that the Mexican government has concocted. It's something going on, but they're not telling us. Demon said they worse than preschool girls. Absolutely. Not wanting to see somebody be blessed. I think that's messed up. You didn't cause any confusion, Miss Teresa. Not at all. Diane says that Pre looks like they're having a lot of fun. I wish I could just sit in a room with them. Yeah, they look like they're having fun. Shout out to them. I'm glad to see them being great. Yes, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't, hit the like button. Letitia says the Mexican government has been crooked. Yes. A lot of people talk about that, how crooked the Mexican government is, and that they cannot be trusted. A lot of people talk about that. You guys, make sure you hit the like button. Yes, Teresa, we love you, and thank you for giving me that idea. I appreciate that so much. Shout out to Miss Teresa for being a good sport. She gave her lunch money to somebody else. She passed her lunch money on. Shout out to her. And she gave me the idea. It came from Double Tap. Shout out to Double Tap. And they mad about the guy that got busted. So y'all tell me, I want to know what y'all think. What do y'all think they're trying to do as it relates to this Kenny Money situation? As you can see, Kenny Money let it be known, and I'm glad he put that into the atmosphere. I'm not beefing with you. That was 2 months ago. I moved on. I'm making money. Did somebody tell you to do this? Kenny Money know that they're trying to put a target on his back because it seems like they don't want him to go up. Leo says, Pre about to be in the city next week. I can't wait. I got my tickets for both. What city you in, Leo? What state you in, rather? Leo, keep us posted on your experience. That kind of game get your nerves bad, but it's all in fun. Yes, it is. It's all in fun. It's all in fun. Okay, you're in Washington. Y'all make sure y'all turn it out when they show up. Y'all turn it out. Y'all show out in Washington in a good way. At their concert, sell it out and show out. D-Mon says Migos mad because he can't sell out any tours. Oh Lord. Letitia says, well, I don't know if he got busted. They took somebody down and it was a gunfight between police and cartels about a month or so ago. Oh wow. Real deal Lee, you was fight for your life in my R. Kelly voice. Real deal Lee was serious, I'm telling you. Letitia says yes, we had big fun playing that game. D-Mon says Chicago showed up and turned out for Dolph Museum. Oh yeah. D-Mon made it to D-Mon got the opportunity to go to the Dolph Museum. D-Mon, what kind of experience was that for you? I'm getting ready to I'm gonna send you the link. Hold on. D-Mon got the opportunity to go to the Dolph Museum. Hold on. D-Mon, check your social media. New to you says AD Cat Daddy. Teresa says jealousy is the worst type of hate. Yes, it is. Barbara says, Miss T, I don't want to change the subject, but have you heard anything about Jay Prince? You know what? I haven't. I heard some people say that Jay Prince Sr. was arrested. And I looked and I saw where some people have done some vlogs on him. So I'm gonna look into that. Hey, D-Mon.
Hey, baby. Oh, damn! I got my camera on. Hold on.
I told y'all she was pretty.
Congratulations to the winners. Now, whoever getting lunch, I want you guys to ship me a plate. Wait a minute, Taylor. Let me turn my camera off because I ain't trying to get no hits put on me. Okay.
So what was it like? I'm telling you, I told y'all she was gorgeous. So what was it like? You got the opportunity to go to the Dolph Museum. What was it like?
So you know what, Tam, when I walked in, of course, they were bumping Dolph's music. And I just immediately got very emotional, looking at all of his pictures on the wall. And they had a section where they had, like his records, gold records, or I don't know if they were gold or platinum. And then seeing the blue velvet suit that he wore in one of his outings. I want to say, I'm trying to see if it was that prom date that he and Mia J did. But
Yeah.
anyway, girl, the suit was absolutely gorgeous. And just to see it hanging on a mannequin with the crisp white gym shoes and Dolph's music playing, it was just the whole vibe. You know what I mean? It was like the atmosphere was full of love, because you can see it was a melting pot. There were people of all races there. I saw Black people, I saw white people, I saw Asians, I saw Chicanas, you know what I mean? So that goes to tell you or show you how much Dolph was loved by every race. And it was packed, that room was packed. And I went on the last day, and this was 6:30 in the evening. Now keep in mind, they had times throughout the whole day. So if that room was packed just at the time that I was there, and then I left about 7 o'clock, and then more people were coming in. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
And it was a whole vibe. But I got to tell you, I got very emotional. They did have a exhibit of just a section of a car door, and they had rounds, you know, on the floor, like the shells on the floor. And I guess that was the 100 shots exhibit, you know. And I don't know, for some reason, Tam, I literally got tears in my eyes just seeing that and thinking about what his body had to endure at the hands of these, girl, don't get me started, because I know I can't cuss on your channel like I want to, and I be trying to behave.
Hyenas.
Yeah, girl, they worse than hyenas. You know, these are freaking, you know, I call them, they all wallowing in the pigsty. You know, me and you talk, and I talked to you about that. But, you know, these are pigs wallowing in the pigsty. They wallow in mud, they eat slop, and that's what they exhibit. You know, they just horrible. And just to see people bump into Dolph's music, bopping their head and taking pictures of everything. And I wind up buying a t-shirt, and Shatana's picture was up front, because I guess he wasn't there to give the autographs. So yeah, Shatana, I actually was able to get one of your pictures, and he cute as a butt, girl. I said, honey, if I could turn back the hands about 25 years, Shatana be in trouble. He a cutie pie. And you know, at the front of the museum, they had where you could buy hoodies and t-shirts and, you know, memorabilia, you know what I mean? So I purchased a t-shirt, because, you know, to me, it's really important to keep his legacy alive, because when you see everything that he was trying to do, not just for himself, because he definitely was not selfish. You know, he wasn't a selfish person. He was trying to make sure that the young guys could get in a position to have generational wealth. And it really does need to be a blueprint across the board for any young person that wants to get into the music industry. You know, learn from Dolph and watch what his artists are doing. And see, that's why this little Migo, hey, little Migo looking like, but I tell you, Tim, he looking like a male version of Celie from The Color Purple with them damn beads and braids. Yeah, he looked like Celie, you know. And it's all so silly, but you know, at the end of the day, it just shows their character, right? You pissed off because ain't nobody trying to come to a concert and see you, and you can't sell out no to a sellout crowd. You know what I mean? He can't sell out no arenas. You know, so he's pissed. They pissed that they on tour, they doing a damn thing. That's it, and that's all.
They said, Leo said, were you allowed to take pictures?
Good night. Yes. Yes, all the pictures you wanted. Yes, and I took plenty. I sent you some, Tim. Yeah, I took plenty of pictures. But it was very emotional. Just like I say, I literally got tears in my eyes. And I remember telling one of the security guys, you know, I said, you know, that should have never happened to him. And, you know, he actually gave me a hug, and he said, I know, sis, you know. But it was just a lot of love in the room. Wasn't nobody there hating or looking to hurt nobody, you know. And then not here where we had it downtown. You see, in the heart of downtown is already and always a heavy police presence down there. So you know, it was just a lot of love in the room, you know. But it was definitely quite emotional just to see everything that he left behind And you know, the reason why I got so emotional, because I feel like he did not pass away. He was murdered. Let's call it what it is. You know, to me, passing away is if you know, for some, you know, whatever God's reason is, you maybe die of a heart disease or some illness or something like that, and then you get sick and then you die of an illness. Yes, you passed away. No, Dolph was murdered. He was taken out of here way too soon. But guess what? Everybody gets a turn. And while they sit up here taunting somebody and thinking that they bulletproof and that they Teflon Dons, they day coming. That's it, and that's all.
I'm telling you. Don't it seem kind of odd that this situation happened with Lil Migos back 2 months ago, and all of a sudden they choose Kenny Money. Kenny Money hadn't said anything to him. But
you know, it's not odd, Tam. They doing what they do, right? See, they doing what losers do. This is what losers do. See, you know, when you're a straight loser and you ain't really accomplished shit in your life, you know, and you know, you got a piece of ass, no good for nothing ass contract, you know, ain't nobody trying to hear from you. Your name is not buzzing. You see what I'm saying? You're not hot on the block. So, you know, you got to go clout chase off those that are popping. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing but mere clout chasing, you know. But if they think they about to touch one hair on any of Pre's head, they better think again. And I hope that if they decide to do something, that they're prepared to face the consequences and get ready to settle in prison for the next 50 years.
Big man, you know what? I don't know if they're going to bring it to New Orleans. I don't know if I saw that on the list. Is Rest in Peace Young Dolph on here? I'm sure he would know. Rest in Peace Young Dolph, are you still on? He might have hopped off. Because I do know that
they have a schedule. All he has to do, big man, just go to dolphlandmuseum.com and it'll give you the schedule. So it's dolphland.com, and then it'll pull up the schedule and the cities that they're in.
Miss Diane said Pre is running the show. Absolutely. I was showing some video earlier of how Jay Fizzle been turning it out. Kenny Money was throwing money into the crowd. He was making it rain. He was throwing big bills into the crowd. So they've been having fun on tour. So they get on tour, they're selling out, they're having fun. All of a sudden, Migos want to bring up something happened 2 months ago with somebody that ain't even said nothing to him in 2 months.
But see, that's what having a battery in your back looks like. He's the poster boy for having a battery in your back. Okay. Somebody ain't got in his ear, because see, I think we all know at the end of the day, he ain't gonna bust nothing. He ain't gonna stomp on a roach. You see what I'm saying? So he needs to be the cheerleader for the squad. You know, get everybody. He's the hype man. Get everybody hyped up. You know, and hopefully he'll pull a 2-3 crash dummies out of getting them hyped up and try to get them to go do something. But I don't know why they didn't learn from Dolph's case. They didn't learn from Nipsey Hussle's case. They didn't learn from a few cases where, you know, people do get caught. And don't they think that these authorities are guarding them heavily? They following all of this. So all of this crap you on social media talking about, you better believe the authorities are following very closely to everything and everybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're not going to be able to just gun somebody down and get away with it, because when they think they're going to get away with it, they're going to be able to show them pictures and video, because they got to know they up under surveillance. They think, see, the sad thing about it is they think that they could just put a battery in some crash dummy's back and dangle money in his face and not care. See, that's when you know that they don't give a damn about their crash dummies. And these crash dummies want to be up under them in a circle so bad, because they care anything about them. They said, man, I know I'm up under surveillance. They all on top of our heads because of this Dolph situation. I ain't even get ready to put you in the midst of that. Even though you want some acceptance, you want some rank, I can't, I'm gonna care more about you than you care about yourself. I can't do that. Because then
See,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
be caught up in the midst of this shit too.
yeah, but you know, these guys, guys, those guys are independent. You see what I'm saying? So can you think about all the thousands of dollars that the little Migos and the Glorrillas don't get put in their pocket because they got to turn it over to somebody else, and then they looking at uh actually banking. I mean, they popping, baby. They pockets are popping. They jewelry make them look like walking icebergs. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just pure hate. You know, you got a lot of losers and dust buckets out here. It's just mad because I think if they could turn back the hands of time and go back in time and change who they sign with and who they rock with, I guarantee you, and I'm willing to bet a dollar to a donut that they wouldn't be signed to who they signed to. They would go to independent route, and they see that these guys are making money hand over fist.
Mm-hmm.
Me gonna need get him a new damn stylist and take them damn beads off his head. Look at girl, he need to fire his stylist, baby, because whoever told you that was happening. You know, look at the adult hairstyles on guys. You see what I'm saying? Kenny Money got a nice close lined up haircut. Fizzle and Glock got their little afros growing out, but they lined up, and you know what I'm saying? You know, they got grown man swagger. Little Migo. That's why you still little Migo. Girl, goddamn beads and girl, things like buckwheat.
I'm telling you.
And sometimes when you can't match somebody's swagger has surpassed you in on every level. And I'm talking about on every level. Because, you know, like we say, Tam, you know, a real boss don't worry about minions, you know, and peasants.
Right.
He's a peasant. Why would a prince or a king be worried about a peasant?
That's true. And the thing about it is, like I said, the Migos weren't even making no noise 2 months ago. So that's how you know somebody is boosting him up to do some stuff so that they can do some dirty work. They telling him to get it started because somebody that is sadistic, you know, jealous about these dudes selling out and being on tour and making money. And so, you know, now they're ready to try and do something to them, but it ain't gonna work.
Man, because they still doing shows at the damn you know, back in the day, Tim, they used to have a hole in the wall lounges and shit. Man, because they still doing shows at the damn hole in the wall. Don't get mad at Glock and them. Because see, you know, you need to get you some better management and better booking agents. If that's the case, if you mad that you can't get booked nowhere other than the damn get booked at the Bunny Lounge. What's that? What Eddie Murphy called it? The Boom Boom Room. He's still doing shows at the Boom Boom Room. He sure does, Joy. Got them braids. You ever seen a 3-year-old little baby girl got her little hair braided and got beads hanging off of it? I'm like, baby, I ain't seen beads, Tam, since the 80s.
Oh my God. I know that's
me all the way back.
I didn't know they was back wearing beads. Hell, I used to wear
They're
beads
not.
in the 80s.
They're not, honey. He really stuck. Somebody stuck him somewhere and just left him there because that ain't this. He need to get with the times, baby. Ain't nobody doing beads and braids like that no more. That's some 1980s rappers look. Whole thing.
Leo says on that Glock song Dirt, the additive in the song say, I need somebody to reach out and touch me. That shit go.
Girl, they so hot right now, baby. You know, it's like you can't even, it's like walking on hot coals with them, baby. They are on fire.
Like I said, and the thing about it is it's very obvious. You know, you don't just all of a sudden pick a fight with somebody. It's obvious now. People have been paying attention. everybody in the vlog knows, you know, when they just all of a sudden start, especially out of that camp, they start picking a fight with somebody just up out the blue. It is because that sadistic murdering demon, that serial killer demon that some of them in that camp have on them, is trying to kick itself up. I really believe that it's a sickness. It's a mental illness. Normal people don't just decide that they want to kill somebody because they mad. That's a sadistic. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that label.
Tam, I told you before, you know, when people become obsessed with you and they actually latch on to you, they don't let go until they either, as you say, have a stroke and God twist their mouth all the way to the nape of their neck, or they die, or they go to jail. You see what I'm saying? And even if they go to jail, they still obsessed. You know, when people are mentally unstable and they have attached themselves to you, whatever sick reason, you really have to make sure that you always keep your head on swivel. And, you know, like you say, you stay locked, cocked, ready to rock. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, Tam says she got the popper, the chopper, the crime stopper, and the real ninja popper. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Real ninja bopper. We're gonna bop their ass right to the moon. So, you know, you got to stay ready and strapped. And that's why, you know, Pre is in a position now to hire the correct type of security. They ain't got their homeboys hanging over their shoulder high. Talking about they gonna defend them and be their security. Because I saw a clip with Key Glock, and baby, that security dude was a big teddy bear, baby. He was a big dude.
Yes, he was.
Remember him? Yeah, girl. He was looking over Glock's shoulder at that girl, like, don't make me have to bust a move on you, Slim.
It was
you know
two
what I'm
of
saying? Yeah, two of them. And you better believe he probably got more than that. That's just the two.
Yeah, that was the two we saw on that side. I'm sure he had some behind him we couldn't see.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, they're in a position now, you know, where you know, these Pre guys are not slow. They're not slow. You know what I'm saying? They're getting ready to do big things, and God is going to put them in a position to go past the rap industry. They're going to be in a position where they are real businessmen. You know what I mean? And rapping to me is just a stepping stone, okay? Because when you open up a business, normally you in there toiling and slaving and working. But then, you know, once you grow your business, then you hire on other employees to carry on the torch and keep the business going. So that's nothing more than what Glock is doing. You know, he's getting his own label up and going, and as he should. You know what I mean? So now it's time for him to put himself in a position where he don't have to go on tours and be out and about, you know, so he'll have his artists carrying the torch and doing the things that frees him up to pursue other endeavors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, you know, it's all jealousy because, you know, I promise you, if you were to take a survey and see where they see themselves in 5 years, Migos will probably tell you in 5 years, I'll probably still be at the beauty supply buying beads for my hair. You see what I'm saying? Because he don't have any other. Girl, 5 years, Migos either gonna be in jail, underground, or at the beauty supply buying beads.
Oh my God. She said whoever.
Or at the Boom Boom Room, still doing concerts.
Real deal,
Beat
whoever
Boom Boom
doing
Room.
this hair, they on fentanyl. Well, you know, they say that fentanyl.
Ooh, whoever doing his hair, they on fentanyl. Real deal, Lee. That's funny. Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Well,
Yes.
they said fentanyl was coming out of Mexico. So maybe there might be some redemption because these niggas too scared to go into Mexico. So maybe some of these folks would tweak until they go into withdrawal and come up off this stuff.
It
Oh my God.
it snowed and then it went.
Okay, Daryl says, folks, real deal. So whoever did his hair on fentanyl, but y'all know what? I was reading that the fentanyl is coming from out of Mexico. So y'all, this might, hey, folks too scared to go over there in Mexico, but you know what? You never know. Somebody might say, damn, all that. I'm taking my chances. The cartels can cut my arms and cut my toes off. They can do anything they want to. Just leave me an arm where I can shoot up that fentanyl. It's a damn shame that these folks on drugs like that. Mercy. They tell the drug cartels, do what you got to do to me. Just leave me one arm so I can shoot up the fentanyl. They're going to take their chances and go get that fentanyl. But I hope it's a deterrent. But I hope it's a deterrence. I do. Maybe, they'll keep that fentanyl out of this country. Lord have mercy. Real deal says, believe me, I'm very fun. I'm telling you though, real deal, Lee, maybe, they said that the fentanyl was coming out of Mexico. So if people being too scared to go into Mexico, there's a level 4, maybe these folks that's going and getting this fentanyl and stuff, they'll be too scared to go there and get it. But like I said, when these folks get the tweaking and want them drugs real bad, they'll go over there to the cartels and say, cut everything off. If you don't cut off my damn one arm, my legs, just leave one arm for me to be able to shoot up that fentanyl.
Girl, you can say that again.
They just want one arm. Beat the hell out of me. Just leave me one damn arm so I can shoot up. They want that fentanyl. Oh, I hate that people. I just hate that it's such a bad drug problem in the United States. Lord knows I do. Oh my God. Daryl says these niggas ain't content with just some weed and a drink here, and these MFs want that hard stuff. I'm telling you, that's the reason why they're always jockeying for a position. It ain't got no issues with going and destroying other people's lives, and it don't hit them until they're sitting in jail for the rest of their lives detoxing.
Yeah, look at Ezekiel sitting there looking like a saint in the church every time he go to court. Yeah, he detoxed. He don't know what the hell he did, and it's crazy. But that's why you get the behavior that you get with these dudes. You see what I'm saying? They on that crap. They brain is fried, and they fried brain tell them to act the fool. Tell them to act the fool. And I've never seen people that just are not happy being in a position that they're in and making their own money and just leaving people alone. You know what I'm saying? Play your position, Migo. Play your position. You either gonna be a Rick James lookalike, or you're gonna be a rapper. I mean, you can't do both rapper and try to be a gangster, because I've heard from what I hear, he's not like that. He's not built like that.
Right. They say he come from a really good home and stuff. That he I don't see nothing funny about it. You don't see nothing funny about what, Anna?
By Anna.
Yeah, Anna came in here to troll. Block Anna. Because if you don't see nothing funny, I mean, bye.
Bye. Don't listen. I'm gonna let ha ha, he, and LOL. And you can kick rocks, because yeah, it's funny when you dumb enough to go take some damn fentanyl and they done already told you that it's then they said, what's the horse tranquilizer, Tam?
Fentanyl is the horse tranquilizer.
Okay, Anna. So anytime it's for damn horses, and you dumb enough to go take it, yeah, LOL, laughing out loud that you dumb enough to go take it. You probably on fentanyl right now, Anna. Now, please.
Oh my God.
That's some other troll just somewhere, mad cause, like they say, a hit dog will holler, right? Ain't
Right.
Anna, we didn't tell you to go do fentanyl and snort meth. Yeah, don't get mad at us.
God.
I don't do drugs. So I can laugh at the dumbass people that go and take that shit knowing that it is not meant for human consumption.
Right. So she don't see anything funny. We're not making fun of people who are actively trying to get off of it and trying to do better. Of course, not them. Real Deal Lee says Pony in Texas, he close to it. Fentanyl. Pony in Texas, he close to it. Ain't nobody's fault but their own.
I'm gonna tell you something, Tam. Back in the day, when we was coming up, if my brothers came in the house smelling like weed, my mother, literally tried to strangle them. Because see, my mother didn't look at weed as a natural herb. You know what I mean? It was drugs to her. That's it, and that's all. You a drug addict. And back then, unfortunately, the weed got to the point where it wasn't potent enough for the weed smokers. They wanted to experiment and do other drugs. That's just like back in the 60s, here you had all these guys going over to Vietnam and all these places to fight wars and stuff. They came back heroin addicts, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But now we're living in a day and age where I don't even know how some of the stuff even get its name, because we already know the street pharmaceuticals are not the same as the laboratory pharmaceuticals. And I mean coming from the pharmaceutical companies. This stuff that they mixing up on the streets and lacing people weed and stuff with, you're not getting what is authentically made by laboratories. How you gonna have a meth head and a fentanyl head in their garage pressing pills out of rat poisoning and all kinds of crap? That's why they out here going crazy.
Because they absolutely said that they are putting rat poison in it.
Mm-hmm.
If you kill a rat, you can you imagine what it do to the human body?
I heard a while back they was lacing the weed girl with embalming fluid. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because at the end of the day, they don't give a damn what you ingest as long as you pay for it, because it's all about the bottom. The bottom line is the dollar, the almighty dollar. Mm-hmm. They don't give a damn what you ingesting. How the hell you supposed to know what you ingesting? You won't know it's fake until you take it.
And you pass out because it's exploding their heart.
Mm-hmm.
Your body ain't made for that. That's the reason why, I don't even know how people do fentanyl, especially when you've had like people to make a mistake. And I was reading where some police officers had mistakenly overdosed because they were searching somebody and it might have had a small cut on their hand. Yeah. And that fentanyl overdosed them instantly. So how in the world is people taking fentanyl? How is it not killing them? Like, if it could overdose you like that instantly.
Girl, it's serious when they got the hand out Narcan like it's candy. You know what I'm saying? That's the antidote to kind of reverse some of these overdoses, right? Mm-hmm. So, it's real serious. Anytime you got to put Narcan out, like they used to, for sex education, used to hand out free condoms. Girl, they just handing out Narcan like it's candy. Just trying to keep people alive. I wish Hero Fix was on here because he's really knowledgeable about, that stuff that happens in Chicago. But girl, these people have to ride around as if they are saviors and capes, trying to keep these people from overdosing. You see, when you look at the TV, especially in Philly, when they have people that do documentaries walking through the streets, these people are living zombies. They literally are zombies. Passed out all on the sidewalk, just gone. Do my heart go out to people like this that get hooked on this stuff? Yes. But at the end of the day, Tam, you know, I can't really feel sorry for somebody that knowingly ingests something that they told you is really not for human consumption, that is for animals.
They said, a boss lady says they allow addicts to walk into clinics out here and get free Norcan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy. And here's the thing: that person should know that everybody was taught at some point to just say no, you know, to drugs.
Yeah.
And you know, once you try something one time, you go. I mean, we've seen it too many times. People get hooked on it. You know what I'm saying? People are getting hooked on it, and now you have this younger generation that is purposely wanting. They want to be hooked. For some reason, they want to be strung out on drugs. They try it because they want to be high all the time for some reason.
It's a fad with this generation, Tam. It seems to be a trending fad. And you had some of these rappers that would make these songs talking about mollies and, you know, making it popular and trendy to be a damn drug addict.
Alicia says it'll knock an elephant down. What the F you think it'll do to a human? I'm just saying it's funny because you got to be a character animated to do the stuff. It's killing people, right? It's not like that people don't know when they try these drugs. It's not like they're like babies and children. Now, if it was a child or something like that, that's different. But it's not like these adults and young adults don't know what these drugs are doing.
That's right. That's right. The same way they don't know the long-term effects of drinking lean. You know, there was a rapper here in Chicago, Fredo Santana, nice-looking young boy, you know, young man. He lost his life. His kidneys and all his organs shut down. You know what I mean? And every time you saw him, he was drinking lean, and they addicted to it, you know. And I don't know, you know, maybe it's just me, but I don't know what cough syrup and
it's got liquid heroin.
Yeah, but you know, come on now. You got to know that if you're drinking this stuff all day, every day, that your organs are gonna turn to jelly. You basically, it was organ failure with him. You know, same way when I looked at Soulja Boy.
Yes, indeed. I mean,
yeah, Soulja Boy, belly all bloated. Huh?
I said he'd be up at 5 a.m. drinking.
Yeah, that's why his stomach, he looking like he pregnant. You know, he got organ damage. I'm sure his liver looked like Jello. You know, anytime you have a young man that slim and a belly that big, you know, that tells me that he's got some organ damage, organ failure. Rotten ass kidneys and liver. Just rotten. I said he looking like he need an autopsy or something. I said somebody need to perform an autopsy on Soulja Boy and get that rotten ass liver and kidney out of him. Girl, can you imagine what his PP looked like, girl? It's probably the color of coffee. Yeah, black piss. And you know why he was trolling Dolph? He should have been taking a sample of his black ass piss to the doctor trying to find out what's wrong with him. Black pissy ass.
Lord have
Girl.
mercy.
Yeah. See, they be worrying about the wrong stuff, Tim. See, that's what pisses me off. Y'all priorities are not even in order. Y'all so busy worried about making money and out here being great and doing the damn thing. You need to be trying to check yourself into rehab. See, that's where your priorities supposed to lie. Your priorities supposed to lie into bettering yourself. And if you own drugs and you got mental issues that make you go after people, you're supposed to check yourself and say, you know what, let me cut this crap out and go take myself to rehab. That's why Kodak Black got to go do 30 days. The judge said, let me get a sample of your hair. He said, no, I'll just go do the rehab.
Which is the best place for them, rehab.
Yeah, rehab. Because, you know, a lot of them, Tam, need to be in rehab. Because it's bad enough that you're already a serial killer, you know. So, you know, we don't need serial killing addicts out here. We need you to go get your mind right and go to rehab and get off these drugs. And then you probably won't be a serial killer anymore because guess what? You be in your right mind.
That's
right. And won't nobody be able to send you out to do crash dummy hits.
But you know what? I think some of these people like getting on these drugs and stuff because it gives them courage. Because you have some people that have been on drugs for years and it don't make them want to go out and kill nobody.
Girl, look, I got drug addict family members. Ain't never killed nobody, ain't never thought about killing nobody. You hear me? Yeah. But see, it's this new breed of drugs that they bringing on the market, Tam, that's driving them crazy. It's driving them nuts. Mm-hmm. It's the equivalent to back in the day.
Hey, back porn.
Hey, back porn. I think Republican put in their Sherm stick. And remember, they used to have that. What's that other stuff they used to take, Tam? Not acid. What was the other one? PCP.
PCP.
Yeah. Have them tripping.
They used to have this drug called angel dust where it would mess them up so bad. I think it's another name for angel dust now. They don't call it angel dust, but it would have people jumping off like 5-story windows and stuff.
Yeah, making them think they could fly. Remember that song back in the day? And I'm telling my age, but that's okay. I'm proud. I can't be age shamed. I'm proud.
Oh, there go Hero Fix TV.
Oh, Hero Fix, I'm so glad you're here, baby. We was talking about you, saying how you are so knowledgeable about how your crew and you in particular ride around in Chicago trying to save these people from overdosing. Yeah. I'm glad that you're here, Hero Fix. Thanks for the super sticker. But you remember the song Tam back in the day, and that's why I say, you know, the music industry really glorified this stuff. Remember that song used to call Angel Dust? Remember that Angel Dust song? And there was another rap song, house song that he's talking about white lines. I think it was a rap song from back in the days. Go white lines running through my mind. Remember that song? Yeah, they were talking about the powder. Yeah, so you know, I'm just saying that people hear this stuff and they got a beat behind it. To them, well, ain't nothing wrong with what I'm doing because they singing about it.
Mm-hmm. But the music industry, I remember there was some rappers in New Orleans that was on Cash Money. You remember like Lil Wayne and BG. And I remember BG was talking about how he had been on heroin. And he said that he had been on heroin since he was about 11 years old or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, baby, that was over Cash Money. He said, baby kept them on heroin so that they could keep him high all the time. So that
and take their money.
Take their money.
Yeah. Keep them high and take their money. That's why these prostitutes out here, like you said the other night, they have to stay high in order to sleep with all these men. But that's why the pimp getting all their daggone money because they stay high. Same way with these young boys in this music industry. they make sure that they get them hooked on something. They can sit, man, you can't sit in the studio all night if you ain't high. You need, here, man, take this, pop this. So you can do an all-night or pull an all-night in the studio. And don't know how much damn money. That's why they need to go to rehab, Tam, and get their damn mind right, because you don't even know how much money you're supposed to be getting.
That's why they be so angry when they finally start getting themselves clean, because they start to realize how much they have beat them. They ain't got nothing.
Ain't got a damn dime. It's all around their neck and in their ears and on their back. See, because when you make all this kind of money, you ain't got no property, no land, no generational wealth, and you wearing all of your wealth. Every dime you should have made, you driving it, wearing it. You know, that to me is not impressive.
And that is always the strategy of the Sharkey record company. It has not changed. It won't change until the people, these artists are going to have to change it. If you listen to artists way from back in the 70s, they said the first thing they did was put women around them. Okay. They put women around them, drugs, and that's how they were able to control them, with the women and drugs.
Yeah. These tricks. Yeah. Put these tricks around them. But, you know, when you're a smart businessman, when you realize that tricks are for kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tricks are for kids. And a real boss knows how to heavily invest his money. You know, yeah, he gonna look good. He gonna wear nice jewelry. He gonna drive. He gonna ride nice. But at the end of the day, he's still taking the bulk of his money and trying to wheel and deal in businesses and properties. Look at Grove Hero. Grove Hero is not a rapper, but Grove Hero is making the most of his money and investing it and doing good things with his cash flow. And he's a sound example for his son. His son is watching his daddy do all of this.
Teresa said when she was on pain medicine, she would have a blood test every 6 months to check her liver and kidney. Wow. That lets you know that the pain medicine got something in it that's not good for the body. That lets you know that. That lets you know that. But yeah, you guys, we got into talking about that because we was talking about the Mexican cartels, you know, supposedly apologize to the victims. I think that's a scheme that's been concocted by the Mexican government, because with the American government telling the Americans don't go over there because it's too dangerous. The spring break is next week. They got to try to do something, because they make a lot of money out of spring break because they be over there in Mexico.
Yeah, and you saw the people on the news talking about, no, I'm still going to Mexico. I'm like, okay, well, you live in a death wish then.
I'm telling
because
you,
that's why the FBI put that warning out, because they know that spring break is coming and they're going to be running down there. People just need to stay in their own country. There's plenty to do in the United States. You know what I mean?
They can go to the beaches of Florida. I love the beach in Florida.
Yeah.
Go to Hawaii.
Yes, indeed. But you know, Mexico been doing this stuff for years, Tam. Mm-hmm. They've been killing Americans over there for years.
Yes, indeed.
And you know who else is bad? I wouldn't go to. You couldn't pay me enough money to go to Rio de Janeiro.
It's quite
Brazil. Some parts of Brazil, girl, they got real poor places. And I watched the documentary, girl. Them little kids couldn't have been no more than 5 and 6 years old throwing rocks at people. They had guns, girl, robbing people, robbing tourists.
Wow.
And I'm talking about little kids.
Oh my God.
See, that's why I say people like Lil Migo and them, they think they straight goons. And baby, y'all ain't seen no goons until you go over there to some of these foreign countries, and especially some of these third world countries where you got a 5-year-old that'll blow your brains out.
Mm-hmm. And see, a lot of these ones that's doing this killing because they want rank and position, they want to be accepted. They be too scared to go off to war. Why they should automatically be enlisted to go off to war? But they'd be too scared to do that.
Girl, please, these ninjas would have a damn coronary if they was drafted to the war. You hear me? They ain't got no heart. No heart. Boss lady said she got stuck. She said last summer we were on a cruise in Mexico and we couldn't get off the boat because the Mexican cartel was tripping. See, yeah, I don't get on cruises. And definitely wouldn't take no cruise in Mexico.
The Mexican cartels was tripping. What were they doing, boss lady? What was going on? See, I told you, I think it's something more that's going on that the United States is not telling us. They need to be truthful about it. They didn't raise that level 4 for nothing.
Yeah, they raised it for
that
a reason.
happened to the American, but it's something else going on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. See, I'm gonna tell you something about Mexico. Why you think everybody that get in trouble in the U.S. Head for the border? Everybody want to head over to Mexico because they know the authorities over there ain't worth in with the cartel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody get in trouble, go over there to Mexico because they figure they won't be extradited back to the U.S. That says a lot. Go over to Mexico and get lost. She said they took over the city.
Strange that they killed 2 people and held 2 hostages. When have the Mexican cartels, if they had a target, ever let somebody go? Not unless they got what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was some ransom. It's something going on. We just don't know what it is. They took over the city. The city was on lockdown. Oh wow.
And honey, that's a bad vacation. They used to say don't go to some of these other countries, Tam, because they said like some places in Africa, you go over there, girl, they will lock you up for taking a picture. And I'm gonna tell you about a quick story. I had a young lady that I worked with. She and her husband were the highfalutin, bougie type of people, right? We're going to visit the motherland. We're taking us a trip to go to the motherland. I said, oh, okay. Bragging. Girl, they got over to the motherland and almost didn't make it back because she made a mistake and got off that plane and was taking pictures. Girl, they locked her up for saying she was a spy or something like that, girl. But see, it was all about extortion. They didn't care nothing about her taking a picture, but they wanted this obscene amount of money for her to get out of jail. So they lock up Americans and people that's not from their countries, basically for income, for money. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ransom, right? New to you, it's ransom. It's extortion because they figure, that's why they hold people hostage. Because they figure you American and you got money, baby. I said they need to actually come to America and see that you got some Americans ain't got a damn dime in their pocket.
Boss lady says, new to you, we go every year, never had any problems. I absolutely love cruising. Leo says they must have got their money. We really don't know why they were there. They may have just robbed them. Yeah, it's something that went on because, they killed 2 and then hold 2 hostage and then decide to let them go. They just let them go for nothing. Could it have been because they felt like I don't think they gave a damn about the American government being on their ass. Hell, they'd have killed them to make sure, if they're worried about the American government, that there were no witnesses.
But my heart breaks for the victims. You know, it really does, because should nobody travel somewhere and lose their life?
Right.
My heart really breaks for the victim. I don't care what reason they were down there for, you know. That would take the investigation for all of that to come out in the investigation, because, you know, on this YouTube, these bloggers, you know, they be coming up with all these theories, and they just know everything and got the answer to why they was down there. We don't really know until the authorities solidify and investigate and say why they were there. But whatever reason they were down there for, they should not have died. They
That's
shouldn't
true.
have died.
No, they should not have. They had no right to take their lives there, and it was heinous the way they did it. By Capricorn says they don't like taking pictures. Tanya TKO told his story about it. Demopublican says the Mexican government can use the rights in the U.S. Constitution and really live it out. By Capricorn says the U.S. Embassy has so many horror stories on that demon. Oh wow.
Now, Tam, did the true survivors, are they back in the U.S. now? Because I know that I heard that the Mexican authorities were holding the other two deceased people for investigative purposes.
Well, they're back in the United States. They're in Texas, in a Texas hospital, and they just brought the two deceased ones back over the state, over to the United States today.
Oh, okay, good. Because that's the last thing you want is your people still over there. You know what I mean? Whether they living or deceased, you want them back off their turf.
They said them folks sent a message to someone. Yeah, I think it's more that's going on, and the American government know exactly what's going on. They just ain't telling us. But I think they should tell the truth instead of saying it's a level 4. It's an advisory: do not travel. And then you still got some knuckleheads saying I'm going. Whereas if they tell the truth, they might not go. Big Man says I think they went to Mexico to score. They probably did.
It's possible, yeah. But see, that's why people.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say that's why people have to really be careful when they try traveling to these other countries. You know, just like Boss Lady say, and she's right, because I've seen this in documentaries. She said the cops ransack your car when you cross the border. If they think you have money, they will take your money. Yeah, they that's what I say. It's all about the money with them. They'll take your money, your jewelry, and everything else that they see of value.
They said they're real bad about that. Even like now, I was ready to ask, where's Honduras at? Because they had some stories about Honduras, because I know they speak Spanish in Honduras.
You have to be careful going to these foreign places. You really do.
Back Capricorn says, I studied journalism and I know the story printed is not true. But they had two different stories, because one story was saying that they went over there for surgery, and then the other story said they went over there to buy some medications. So that's how you know it's something that's going on that they're trying to hide. A lot of times when the United States pay ransom money, they don't want for people to know, especially other countries, because then what happens is there are other countries, especially poor countries, they'll make it a habit of trying to kidnap Americans for ransom money.
And us Americans, Tam, we've seen the horror stories like the Nicaragua and Guatemala, Honduras. You see all these poor places, and they're always at war with each other.
Teresa says, my friend's goddaughter was kidnapped and they put her in sex trafficking. And when her family got her back, her mind is so messed up from the drugging, from them drugging her, she would never be back to herself. I know that's what they do to those young girls. They put them in sex trafficking, but they definitely hurry up and start drugging them up. That's how they start controlling them. They get them strung out. That's right. About Capricorn, they would think that we're weak and start extorting the U.S. So they don't like it to let people know when they actually pay ransom.
Yeah, they said something about New to You. They did say something about she went. I thought she had gone down there previously for surgery once before, and I thought she was returning there to get another surgery. So, you know, I really don't know.
That is the story that they put out.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, it's been and it would be different if the stories were changing, you know, in the vlogs, but the story keeps changing with the national news. It changed like 2 or 3 times. So that's how you know it's more than what they're telling us. It's like they can't get it straight. Hell.
New to You, I saw that too. They found that young girl safe in Mexico. But my thing is, who took her down there? Was a human trafficking? Because she had been missing since 2012. Did you hear about that, Tam?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, they found a young lady that had been missing, I believe, since 2012. They found her in Mexico today.
Back Capricorn said, I'm so sorry. What you sorry about, Back Capricorn? I'm gonna have to look into that. They found a girl in Mexico safe since 2012. Who was she with? Who kidnapped her?
I don't know.
She's been home 5 years. She's 21, and they still can't leave her home alone because she freaks out.
But Tam, can you imagine all the missing women in America? They're not probably in America no more. They probably spread out in other countries by now.
Well, that's the first thing they do oftentimes, like now in human trafficking, because, you know, they used to target young girls. Now you see, that's why these women, you know, at any age, they can't even go jogging anymore because they trying to snatch up women in their 30s and stuff like that and up. You know, just to make them into sex slaves, to sell them into human trafficking in other countries and things of that nature. But that's what they do to a lot of these kids when they, these teenagers, when the reason they're never found anymore, because they immediately start selling them off to other countries. You think about these Arabic countries who love children. They make them into, they can marry them at 5 and 6 years old, and they make them into sex slaves.
Yeah.
Although it's a lot of sadistic Americans that like to do stuff like that. What I can't understand is how these men, you know, that's doing this don't have an issue, that work in these trafficking rings. They don't have issues with targeting children and women and young boys and stuff. And just being, I guess it's almost like being a hitman, right? We think it's sadistic, and it is. It is pathetic to take on a job as being a hitman, just like you have some of these people that work in these human trafficking rings that that's their job, to get out and look for certain children that have certain looks for these sick freaks that pay them and try and snatch them. Yep. I tell you, lazy bastards don't want to work, but working a child, right? And use them as sex slaves too. They're sick. They are sick. You know, I don't have any respect for anybody that tries to profit off of you know, somebody else. You know what I mean? Especially when you're talking about profiting off of young girls. You know, people say, well, these young girls fast. Hell, it's something that has happened to a young girl to make her fast like that. Usually it has a lot to do with molestation. So I don't care if she is fast. Hell, if she's 16 years old,
Still a child.
yeah, you know damn well you can't be putting no 16-year-old on the corner just because she say she want to do it. Ain't no real man gonna even get into nothing like that. That's the reason why I say some of these folks is sick. What man? It ain't even normal for a man to want to come up off of a woman, but what? Let alone come up off of some children.
Yep. But you know, that's when you know you dealing with bottom of the barrel gutter ninja. You know what I'm saying? Just straight gutter. You know, and some of these females too. But you know, straight gutter. I'm gonna tell you a story real quick, you guys. When I was younger, I had to be about 13, 14 years old. My brother had a friend. Oh, Lord have mercy. He was just too fine. And you know, back then, you know, if your Jerry curl was all of that, baby, you was a stud muffin. But anyway, he had real pretty brown skin, and his Jerry curl used to be on point. Wasn't greasy and dripping. But one day we were celebrating Christmas. He had came by the house to eat with us and everything. We celebrating Christmas and everything. And I went to give him a hug, like for because I was being fast tail, you know, should I want to hug him? I want to give him a hug. And like you say, Tam, real men and men that were brought up with morals and stuff like that. Tam, do you know he kind of stopped me from giving him a hug?
Wow, wow.
Yeah, he put his hand like on my arm, and he just kind of, you know, held me back. He was like, okay, you know, well, Merry Christmas to you too. I said, give me a hug. He was like, no, I can't do that. You hear
back
me?
then, a lot of men wouldn't, you know, they like the hugs that like women give, like the hugs that people give now. Like when you hug somebody and it was a friendly hug, you didn't put your chest didn't touch.
Well, honey, I sure wanted my too. I sure was trying to get my two little knobs to touch them. That's about all I had back then was knobs. two little peanuts. Girl, I sure was trying to get my peanuts to touch them.
Side hug. That's my grandmama would have. My grandmother was so old fashioned. She would have all we could give people was side hugs. My grandmother would have a fit if we gave somebody a hug and our knobs touched their chest.
Yeah, girl, I guess he saw me about to go in because I'm ready to give me a big bear hug. He said, no, I can't do that. He saw me coming for him. He probably was like, girl, go sit your fast tail down. You know, but now the mentality is different than it was with young girls back then and the young girls now. See, back then, we didn't look at young boys and be like, oh, he gonna be my baby daddy. Now these young girls got that mentality. They see a nice looking young man, and if his pants is hanging off his butt just right and his dreads are locked just right, to them, well, he gonna be my baby daddy. And it's like, So, you know, even though we had some fast tail girls, but we knew where to draw the line. You see what I'm saying? We knew because we lived in a household where the fear of God was put into us. You know, you come home pregnant, I'm gonna kill you. So we didn't come home pregnant, right? Yeah. So, you know, it's just different now. But, you know, I don't know what's going on in these households where these parents are actually losing control of their children to the point where they are able to be out here in the streets and be on the computer chatting up any and everybody and wind up in human trafficking. Now, I know girls can get snatched off the street because we see it. You know, we see the scare videos where I saw one where the dude hopped out in broad daylight and tried to snatch that little girl, but she fought him tooth and nail, and she fought him off and he ran, you know. So I know that they do literally body snatch them off the street. But, you know, I have to wonder about the young ladies that voluntarily make their own pages for the purposes of selling their bodies. You know, I keep thinking back, I refer back to like Craigslist and Backpage from back in the day, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. Deanna, she said, growing up, we couldn't sit in men's lap. Oh my God.
Mm-mm,
Absolutely
mm-mm.
not.
Girl, you get your legs broke. Mm-mm. And if you saw a grown man back then letting a young girl sit in his lap, yeah, he got put out the house. Mm-mm. Yeah, your visiting hours are over. You got to get up out of here. But it's just different. I just feel so for the families. And I'm gonna tell you something, Tim. That's why a lot of times my head is off to like a lot of amateur sleuths. You know, these are not police officers. These are not private investigators. You know, you got a lot of amateur sleuths, girl, that have really solved a lot of these cases just sitting at their computer, and then they have group chats. And actually, I was looking at a case today before I came to work where they found a Jane Doe. Uh, didn't know anything about her, but they wound up, making a long story short, they wound up taking her DNA. They entered her profile through the ancestry. You know, the people go on ancestry to see if they got relatives out here, Tam.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally found a relative for her. And they were able to find a relative and do a whole backstory on her and, you know, get her history and found out her name and everything. So, you know, a lot of these people that's out here lost or missing, I think a lot of these cases could be closed if people would take the time to really find out and trace where they are.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I was 11. The ice cream truck man offered me free stuff to lift my skirt. Oh my God.
Ooh, boss lady. Oh my
Told my
God.
fam they beat him off the block and filed a report. I was 27 when a detective contacted me to testify in court. Wow. He probably was
So
dead and gone.
no, but boss lady, they asked you to testify in court at 27. So did he get caught doing something else? He must have got caught, Tam, doing something else.
Yeah, were they contacting you for something else?
Because see, once a predator, always a predator. You know what I mean? Because that's why these serial rapists and stuff can go years and years and years doing this stuff because they don't get caught. Then sometimes later on down the line, you know, they'll get caught up on a case.
She said he was caught doing some heinous things to people in his family.
So I guess because they knew that she was a victim at 11, they wound up calling her to testify regarding her experience with him. Yeah, I've heard of that too, Teresa. She said it took this girl's dad months before he could be around her because she was so afraid of men. You know, that trauma is being traumatized is very serious. It really is. It really is. And I just really thank God that he made me into a strong person because I think we've all endured things. Um, some people are stronger than others. And, you know, I just really thank God that, you know, I'm a strong person because, you know, I think about people that aren't strong, that venture off into doing drugs or just, you know, life just spirals out of control, right? And then when you talk to them, they'll say, well, this happened to me, that happened to me, you know, in my past, and this is why I'm the way I am. But I still say in the back of my mind, I don't care a lot of times what people have experienced. Please don't never go out here and take somebody's life if it's not in self-defense. Because see, we don't want these ninjas getting up on the stand or they attorney somewhere, you know, he's got mental deficiencies and he's got trauma from his childhood, and that's why he went out here and let the chopper go on somebody and took him out. Because there's still a level of right and wrong. I don't care what mental illnesses you have, you still know right from wrong. Because you got some crazy people, girl, they be acting a fool and talking crazy, but they don't be crazy enough to come at you, right?
Right. Back Capricorn says, the man downstairs used to have me and my friend in bed with him, making us be nasty. I kept so many secrets from my mom and didn't tell until I was 23. Oh, wow. You know what? There was adults did stuff like a lot of sick stuff like that back then. And kids were absolutely afraid to tell.
But you know, it was what they call it, Tam, when they say that back in the day, people just didn't talk, especially in the Black community. It was taboo. You know what I mean? It was forbidden to talk about certain things. And families or people back in the day they tended to just sweep everything like that under the rug, even if it was incest. You know what I mean? They sweep it under the rug, and you know we can't let this get out because it'll put a black cloud over our family. You know, our family will be shamed. But you can't shame a victim into not talking. Yeah.
That's so sad. Boss lady says the detective begged me. I was 9 months pregnant on the stand telling that story. He was convicted and sentenced to 57 years. His wife screamed. What she should have did was the wife happy or sad? Because if she was sad, they should have put her ass in there with him.
Girl, I was about to say the same thing.
She didn't know.
Yeah. Well, see, if he was taking care of her for 57 years, you see what I'm saying? And she don't know how to pay bills and take care of herself. If she screamed because of that, then shame on her. If she's screaming because she finally got that devil out of her life, then hey, I feel her.
I'm telling you, I always told my girls, tell me everything. Ain't nobody gonna kill you. Ain't nobody gonna kill me. I'ma kill them. Tell me everything. But see, I never did let them go, spend the night with no, everything was always at my house. I think they went to one summer party. But even still, you have to, consistently have conversations. I think in the Black community, the reason our children be so scared is because there aren't enough conversations had about that in our community.
Why do you think, Tam, that parents feel like they have to walk on eggshells and totally avoid having that conversation with their children? No, I don't get it.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it, especially with everything that's going on.
My mom asked me one day, how you get to be a bull dagger, jokingly, shows mom's age. I said I always have since before school, so I guess T. Yeah, essentially 57 years is life in jail. Yeah, so he basically got life in jail. Tam, I'm gonna hop down, babe, because I'm at work too, so I'm gonna let you finish out your commentary.
Okay.
Love y'all, and once again, congratulations to the winners. And when you go out and buy that chicken dinner, send me a wing or two.
All right, Dima, thanks for coming up.
Okay, babe, love you.
All right, love you too. I hate when my mouse stopped working. Let me see. I gotta buy me a new mouse tomorrow. Teresa said my aunt's husband tried to mess with me, and I was afraid to tell because back then nobody talked about it. When I had my daughter, I told him if he tried that with my daughter, he would come up missing. Oh my God. Yeah, back then there was a lot of people afraid to tell because, I don't know. I guess number one, they was afraid that they wouldn't be believed. And then back then, kids were very afraid of adults. Back then you was taught, and and parents did that innocently. You obey adults. Remember you said they couldn't go back to the party the next year, right? They couldn't go back because my daughter blurted out. She said, "Mama, her daddy didn't do nothing to us." I said, "Oh Lord." I had to tell her, certain things you don't even you wait till we get away from people to talk about. Yeah. But y'all, we've been on, oh Lord, it's 12:30. No wonder I'm so tired. I had a free day today, you guys, and I was able to, I was telling I believe that was Jay Clyde that had commented on my post. He was like, "Do you like cleaning?" It's so weird because I be working so much that when I have the opportunity to do some gentle cleaning, I love doing it. I had the opportunity. I got this fetish, y'all. I believe it is a fetish. Other than shoes, y'all, and I love buying washing powder. Moo Remser. Moo Remy. Remy act just like a baby. I mean, I'm trying to pull her off of my leg and she holding on to it. She want to lay right on me like a baby. But I love buying washing powder. And so I've bought so much washing powder that I don't have any more room in my washroom for it. I love to stock up on washing powder. Washing powder and Clorox and dishwashing liquid. Like but definitely washing powder. And I have this thing about, I think it's a nerve problem. I can never have any dirty clothes in the hamper. Like I'll wash all night because I don't like dirty clothes to be in the hamper, right? But I had the opportunity to organize my washroom, and it just felt so good, organizing all of my washing powder. I like to buy Tide washing powder, but I got a few Gain in there, but I love Tide washing powder. And so I had the opportunity to do some more stuff to clean out my cabinets and stuff, and organize my restroom, and I bought some smell good stuff for my restroom. I love smell good stuff, and some more candles. And so I had the opportunity to do that in between stopping and putting up lives and stuff. And I was like, is there anything else I need to do before I go to bed? But I ain't gonna be able to do it because I'm tired. I forgot that I definitely got to work tomorrow for sure. I can't fudge and take a day. I definitely got to go work tomorrow. So I looked at the clock. I said it's 12:30, and I know I got to be out tomorrow. But the good thing about it is I set my own schedule. Okay. But I definitely, whatever it is that I got to do, I got to be there by 10. So I was going to get there a little early, so I might not get there early. Antonio says, Arm & Hammer. I love Tide washing powder. And I love the powdered washing powder. So I'm going to tell you what happened the other day. I was in y'all know Big Lots is my favorite store. So I was in Big Lots, and I was getting ready to buy some more washing powder, just like as if I needed some, but I just saw it and I just wanted to buy it. And then I looked down at the bottom of the shelf and I saw some Gain washing powder, and they had the powder, and it was 2 left. I was like, oh my God, it was the big box of Gain. I said, I have not seen powdered washing powder in forever, because they kind of phasing that out and just selling liquid washing powder, because I haven't seen it. I hurry up and grabbed it and bought 2 big boxes of Gain washing powder. And so I was organizing that. I don't have any more space in my washroom for no washing powder. And it's not like I have to wash all the time, but thing about it is I wash every single day because I don't like clothes to be in the dirty clothes hamper. I don't care how late I get home. If I look in that washroom and it's a towel, if it's 2 towels in the dirty clothes hamper, I'm putting it in the washing machine. My grandmother used to get so mad at me doing it to me. You don't wash clothes and you don't have but 2 pieces, but I just don't like dirty clothes or towels or nothing. Boss Lady says I'm obsessed with Airwix plugins. Back Capricorn said, love you, T. Stay locked and loaded. Love you in the chat. Oh, thank you, Back Capricorn. Love you too, and always locked and loaded and ready to fire some stuff up. D-Mo says she loves Gain. Gain smells good. But for some reason I love Tide, and I think that's because my mother, even before Gain came out, we was using Tide washing powder, and Tide washing powder smells really good. It's good to switch up, but I love buying all of that Downy, like the Downy beads and stuff like that. Oh, I got so many of them. I have to get all of the smells to to put on the clothes, and it really has the clothes smelling really, really good. But the original Downy it smells extremely good too. So I buy the real big things of those. But I've my washroom is I'm gonna use it up. I gotta use a lot of this stuff before I buy some more. So what I have to do is I have to make sure I don't go down the washing powder aisle, because if I go down the washing powder aisle, I'm going to put a whole lot of washing powder in my basket. Okay, I'm gonna put all the Tide in my basket and buy it because I believe it's a mental illness or something. I like buying Tide washing powder. But what happens is I have so much dishwashing liquid, and I have so much hand soap. I buy a lot of hand soap too. Big Lots. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Big Lots, that's my favorite store. Big Lots have a lot of hand soap that smells really good. You can get it for $1. I put it in all of my bathrooms, and I put it in my kitchen so that people can wash their hands. It smells really good. So when I was in there the other day, I bought a whole lot of hand soap that smelled like lemons, and it was only $1, and it's like the big thing. Okay, the hand soap, liquid hand soap. You have to use your restroom. You wash your hands. I put one in the kitchen. I put the rest of them in all of my other restrooms in my house, and but the other ones don't get used because nobody, I don't hardly have guests at my house. So one hand soap, I gotta stop buying it because they just the guest rooms, the hand soap just sits in the restroom and nobody really uses it. What led a man to do things like that? Yeah, that was just really sick. I talked to my kids about it when they were 5. Yeah. I always talk to my kids about it, that it's not normal for somebody to want to touch you. Don't let nobody touch your private area, period. Okay? They knew not to sit on nobody's lap. Nobody could kiss them in their mouth. And I didn't even let their dads kiss them in the mouth. Okay? I would have a fit. I would tell them, do not kiss my child in her mouth. That's my baby too. I don't care. Don't kiss my baby in her mouth. I don't know where your mouth been. Don't kiss my child in her mouth. They used to get mad about that, but I didn't play about that. They had been kissing on their girlfriends and stuff, want to come and kiss my damn baby in her mouth. Leo says, I really enjoy your channel, Tam. And to you, real ones on here, I love nothing but love for you all. Thank you, Leo. Boss lady says, my mom is like, Tam, we call her house overstock. I do. I love washing powder and stuff so much. Oh, but this is what my mama do. When my mama come to my house, my mother will get my washing powder and stuff. She'll go in they'll sit at my house for a while. My sister do it too. And what happens is, like, I might lay down to go to sleep or something, because they'll be sitting looking at TV, and then I'll wake up and they be looking funny. All right, well, we get ready to go. Because normally when they come to my house, it's because I've cooked something, I've grilled. All right, well, we get ready to go. They looking at me all funny, and they know I'm not going to miss it. And then my mama would tell me like 6 months later, I got so much of your washing powder. You didn't miss all that dishwashing liquid I got. I said, oh, lady, you got all my stuff. Girl, I've been used that washing powder up. I got plenty of washing powder. They takes my stuff from me. They know I don't miss it. They go in my bathroom, y'all. My sister gets on my nerve. I love bubble bath. I love to buy body wash. I love body wash. And I love to go into like Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and I stock up. I don't have no more room in my cabinets for body wash, right? I just love the different smells, the cotton candy, all of that sweet smell. I love it. My sister steals all of my body wash. I was looking at my body wash. I went in my cabinet and I was like, dog, I had body wash stocked up. Like it wasn't no room for nothing else. I was like, it's some spaces gone. Either my daughter or my sister stole some of my body wash. I know that's what it is. They probably stole some of that cotton candy because it'd be right. I'm telling you. It is off of the chain. It smells so good. So they comes in my house and they steal. So I said, I'm going to stop buying so much stuff because when they come and steal, I don't be knowing what they steal. And my mama won't tell me until later. Girl, I got plenty of washing powder. I ain't have to buy no washing powder for a couple months. You didn't miss it. That was 6 months ago. They steals all my stuff. They don't mess with my heels though, because they said my heels is too tall. So my sister used to steal my heels and stuff, like when she had interviews and stuff like that. She would take them. She would take them. But see, I misses my heels. Okay, I be missing them. Teresa Kane says a good trick to keep the bathroom smelling good is to put dryer sheets in your toilet paper roll before putting it on the hanger. Okay. Okay, I bet that do sound like a good idea. I went into, when I was in the store the other day, I went ahead and bought that. I got so many candles. I was like, well, I got so much spray and stuff, and I have diffusers, and I love to put like liquid smell good stuff in it. That jasmine have my house, because normally my house be smelling like either lemons. I always buy the lemons, or I buy the lime, and it has my house smelling so good, like lemons and lime. But I discovered that jasmine because I buy a lot of candles too, and I was like, dog, that jasmine candle smell good. So I ended up buying some liquid jasmine and putting in my diffuser. It has my house smelling so freaking good. It do. So I've changed my scent for a little while to jasmine. I've changed my scent for a little while, to the jasmine scent. And so spring is getting ready to come in. So I'll probably go back to the lemons and lime. It's nothing like the smell of sweet lemons. When people walk into my house, they go, dog, your house smells just like lemons. I said, I know, I love it. I have lemon candles everywhere, liquid lemons in my diffuser. Like I just love the sweet, fresh scent of lemons and limes. I do, especially lemons. And it gets all in my clothes and stuff. My mom pulled all the air wicks out the wall. All the time goes up Saturday. I'm glad time is going up. I love it when time go up. I do. I love it when time go up. Because you get a daylight, because it's depressing to me. I don't know if nobody else have that seasonal depression. I have to be very careful around when fall time and winter time starts to come around. That is the worst time for me. It gets dark early, and then I have to be out. See, a lot of people, when it's starting to get dark, they're getting off work. But for me, my hours, I don't have set hours. Like I might leave home at like 9 o'clock, and I might not get back home until 9 o'clock. And so that could be extremely depressing. And so around the fall time, the winter time, it starts to get cold. I'm very unmotivated. I hate being on surveillances. It ain't nothing worse than having to sit in a car all damn night. I might have to be in a car for 24 hours all night. And then it's dark, it's cold. that is very, very depressing. That's the reason why I made a promise to myself that I was not going to take a whole lot of cases of surveillances in the wintertime. I started taking, other cases. Okay. But just sitting in a car, just wintertime is just not good for me. A lot of people say they love the winter, but I love the spring and the summer. I be happy. I be all perked up. I love exercising in the summertime and stuff. I just love, it's just, I be all perky. Although I have allergies real bad, my damn eyes and stuff be swollen up with the pollen. I be stepping in them heels and them short skirts and having fun. Even when I'm on surveillances, I don't have no issues with being on a surveillance and sitting in a car in the springtime. It just be okay. Thank you, boss lady, for the cash app. Thank you so much. Demon says, I see that Key Glock did an interview on Revolt. I'm gonna have to go look at that. Shout out to Key Glock. It makes me happy to see Key Glock them doing good. Demo Publican says, I like spring and summer too. I just hate the bugs. I know, but I love it. I mean, in the spring and summertime, like I could already see that the lake in the back of my house is just starting to get beautiful. Me and the Juki fruits is gonna start walking around that lake. Okay, early mornings when she get here, like I don't like in the winter when it's cold. My front area be really cold because the air coming up off of the water is always colder. So it's just all it, I don't like it. I can't even go out there really and do a whole lot of exercise and running around that lake in the wintertime because I'm so unmotivated. And that's what I was saying. I have to be careful in the wintertime and watch my moods because a lot of people have seasonal depression and stuff when it starts to get cold and stuff like that. I don't know if it's seasonal depression or I'm just really unmotivated because I be hating to get away from up under them covers. I be want to be up under the covers. Okay. But in the spring and summertime, I'm always very motivated. That's when I'm very creative. Most things that I start doing or start up new ventures and stuff, it's always in the spring and summer. It's always in the spring and summer. Love you too, boss lady. Thank you. But me and the Juki fruit get ready to start walking around the lake again. We do 4 laps around the lake. And I'm going to have to put her little thing on me. And she is turning into such a big girl. She don't cry as much as she used to now. The thing about it is, for some reason, she has discovered sucking her thumb, y'all. She is only 4 months old. And it is so cute. Like, I be wanting to take her thumb out of her mouth. Listen, when I give her bottle, y'all know she's a little Miss Piggy, right? So when I give her bottle, I take her thumb out of her mouth. I try to put her bottle in her mouth. She don't want the bottle. She'll somehow stick that thumb back out. Y'all should see when she stick that thumb out. I mean, it's so cute, but she cannot suck her thumb because it mess her teeth up. But when I try to take her thumb out of her mouth, she starts screaming. I go, oh God, well, I guess it ain't gonna hurt because all this screaming and stuff have my head hurt. So she starts screaming because she be wanting her thumb in her mouth. I said, just go on, suck on your thumb then. I'm not gonna try to stop you because see all that she got a different type of scream. She got 3 different screams. Okay. When she take it up in that third pitch, it that right there will send you to the mental institution. You just have to let her suck her thumb. Spring represents a new level. That's why I feel so inspired. Yeah, I love the spring. Oh my God, I love it. The fresh air, even though the pollen, I'm allergic to it, my eyes and stuff start swelling and stuff. But I just love it so much. I love to go sit up under a tree. And I'm so happy that It's a lake in the back of my house. I could go sit on my patio and stare at the water, and the water be glistening. I'm able to meditate. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so inspiring. And I always say that water is a healer, right? Because whenever I'm by water, that's why it was always important for me to live around water. Whenever I'm by water, that's when I'm most creative. And I always say this, and people go, "Why you say that?" I always say water has a language. And the reason I feel like water has a language is because if I'm looking at the water and I'm meditating, I start getting ideas. It's like when I'm staring at the water and I'm in deep meditation and stuff, I just start getting ideas like rivers of flowing water. So that's why I say it's got a language. It's like the water speak to me and give me ideas. I love it so much. So I'm so glad spring is coming around. Knew I love the chat tonight. We were lit. Yes, we were lit. We had some fun tonight. We did. We had some fun tonight. Let's do it. I love fishing. John Anderson said, let's go fishing. Hey, I love fishing. Oh my God. I love to fish. I grew up fishing with my grandma and my great aunts and my mom and them. I know how to, but see, I'm gonna tell you something, John Anderson. I don't know how to use those reels. Like we use canes. Like I never liked using reels. Like we never did. And what's so funny is we still got my grandmother's and my grandfather's fishing poles. I'm sure they're dry rotted. We'll never use them. We just keep them because that was theirs. That's in memory of them. But I have to have me a cane. I need a cane, a real sturdy, good cane with a strong hook, so I can go and catch me some buffalo, big bone buffalo, and some catfish. And we would catch bass and we would catch brims. We mostly caught brims, but I mean, people say they don't like to eat catfish. I eat catfish. Okay, I know they say that's a scavenger, but I eat it. You say it's real easy. It was always hard for me to reel that line back in. I tried to use them. I likes the cane. It was easier for me. I don't know why I didn't know how to reel that. It never worked out. It was like, I don't know, it wouldn't tighten up or something. Whereas with the cane, you just throw the line out there in the water and hurry up and yank it up when the fish bites. When I was pregnant, the only thing I could eat was fish and French fries. And I could not eat fish from any restaurant. I had to go fishing, and I would catch a lot of fish. My mom and grandmother and them would take me fishing. We would catch a lot of fish and freeze them and stuff, clean them and freeze them. And that's what I love eating. I like frying my own fish and French fries or fish and spaghetti. I craved nothing but fish when I was pregnant, and my kids hate. My oldest daughter to this day will not eat fish. She always hated it as a child. My baby girl started eating fish when she became a teenager. I think she was just trying to follow up and behind my oldest daughter. But they didn't like fish, but that's all I could eat with them was fish. And fish and French fries is what I crave. Laugh out loud. You can do it. Let's go. Let's go. I'll teach you how. Okay. New to you says Tylenol PM done kicked in. Thank you, new to you. Thank all my moderators. Thank all of you all. I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer because see, when we get to talk, he brought up fishing. We get to talking about fishing. I get to reminiscing on how we used to be fishing down in the deep parts of Mississippi. We would go down to Lakeview, down there in Mississippi. We would go down to Acapulco, I believe. And we would stop at one of those little country back stores in Mississippi. It's way deep down in the country, further south. And we would stop at one of those stores and get some liver cheese and crackers and bologna and crackers and that hook cheese. And that it would be so good sitting there eating that food. Sardis, Mississippi. I think we did used to go to Sardis. I think we've gone to Sardis. Was Lakeview in Sardis? I don't know if Lakeview was in Sardis. And we would go down there and fish and stop at those. I love stopping at those country stores getting that those cold cuts. Those were the best cold cuts. That rag bologna, the liver cheese, the hot sauce and the pickle sauce and the crackers, and sit there and eat and wait for the fish to bite. Boss Lady says, I admire people from the South and the Southern lifestyle. I ain't never been fishing. Oh, fishing is so therapeutic. Oh my God. It's so therapeutic. It's nothing like sitting there singing and waiting on a fish to bite the hook and eating your liver cheese, child. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. Twiddling your toes, crossing with your legs, crossing stuff. You know, when the fish were biting, you couldn't talk loud because you scared the fish away. So we would be whispering. So real deal, he was arrested for real? Who was arrested? Real deal. So Jay Prince was arrested? Also, Jay Prince Sr. was arrested for real. Oh my God, he was arrested. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. No, I'm asking because I don't know if it's just cap. I think it's a rumor. I'm looking, y'all. I'm looking to see. I see where some vloggers have I'm looking at the post that some vloggers there are some vloggers that are saying that he was arrested. It says Jay Prince Jr. ducking federal indictments for killing Takeoff allegedly. Let's chop it up. Okay, that was Ratchet TV. Let's see. Hold on, you guys. Okay. All right, you guys. It's almost 1:00 in the morning. I got to get off because I got to be wherever I got to be tomorrow by 10. So, I got to get up early either way. Okay. I appreciate you guys getting on tonight. It's been almost 4 hours. I said I was going to only stay on an hour and a half. We've been on 4 hours. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you. I love you guys. Let me just say a prayer over everybody. I ask for God to touch and shield all of us and our families. No weapon formed against any of us shall prosper. Any lying tongue that rises up against us in judgment will be condemned. I thank God for shielding and protecting us and our families. I know there were evil, there may have been evil eyes that looked in, any witchcraft that was spoken, any evil thing that was spoken against any of us tonight, that the curse be reversed and sent back to the sender, allow it to manifest in their life within 30 days. I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'll be home tomorrow. I won't have to be out on this situation tomorrow. Let's see. I should be home by because I gotta go back over there to Orange Mound. Okay. So damn, hairline, we about to get up out of here, okay? All right, you guys. I love you guys. Have a good night.